Hello.
Hello.
How's it going, Bill? Hello.
Good. How are you?
Good, good. I see we are live and
Hello. Oh, there he is.
going, Bill.
Oh yeah.
How's
Good.
it
How are you?
going? Good, good. I see we Oh, hold on one second. I'm
There he is.
I'm hearing everything in
Oh,
stereo here. Hold on.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. I think I gotta pause this.
The
Hold on.
trippy delay happening. I love it.
Oh my God. That's great. So you guys can hear me okay, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. And I heard you through the thing, so that's good. All right. I don't know. I thought I did something wrong this time, but I did not. So, anyways, hello and welcome to episode 44 of Fright Lounge, the show in which the best horrorologists in town will discuss horror in depth, as well as the getting the newbies, those who don't know about horror, maybe want to get into horror. This is the show for you, and those who are experienced horror movie watchers like us. You're also welcome. Of course, I am Rigor from the podcast Then Is Now, The East Meets the West, and the Cult Movie Lounge, as well as the websites Soap Hub, Soap Central, and Collider.com. Joining me, as always, the man who knows exactly where the bodies are buried because he's cataloged the tapes already, alphabetically, no less. Bill Van Ryn from Groovy Doom and Driving Asylum. Welcome, Bill.
Hello. 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 I'm not
Hello,
going to
Bill.
tell.
And to the other side of me, whichever side he's appearing on in your screen, a man who knows exactly when to run, when to hide, and when the neighborhood barbecue has gone terribly wrong. Owen O'Donnell, welcome, Owen.
Hello.
So I don't believe Dantes will be with us again, and we're sending him thoughts and prayers. He's not doing well, health
Hmm.
wise. Well, he's actually doing much better as far as I know.
Oh,
Um, but he wasn't doing well a while back there. So he's on the road to recovery, and we hope he comes back
we wish
soon.
him the best.
Absolutely. All right. So, did you guys have a great holiday and New Year?
It's pretty good. You?
Mine was good. What about you, Bill?
Um, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a scream. Let's just say that.
Oh, geez. Okay. Oh, man. All
Now
right.
we're all
Well,
getting buried, right? You're
yeah.
getting buried where you are, right?
Yep. We're supposed
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The plow truck just got stuck on the hill outside of our house.
Oh,
Oh wow.
geez.
It took him like half an hour to get back up.
Oh, my God. I
Now
know.
that's a
Thankfully, I
horror
have a
story.
plow now.
Yeah.
So,
I was cringing because a couple of times it looked like he was going to take out like a couple of our scraggly trees and there's some other stuff there that I think he buried with the plow. So we're going to have to dig out like the we didn't park on our parking pad because to do so would have invited danger. So
right.
Gotcha.
we're still gonna have to dig out because there's like this big wall of snow now in front of our walkway at our
Oh, my
parking
God.
pad. I've
It's
never seen it
insane.
hasn't been like this for many, many years. We have not
Yeah.
10 years, I
this
think.
much snow
Yeah.
all at once.
Bill, were you hit with the blizzard of 78? Or was that
Yes.
just New England?
No, we were hit with it because I was 8 years old, a little lower to the ground, and it looked like the entire world was buried. I can still remember it.
Oh yeah. I remember the snowbanks being taller than my parents while they were trying to dig us out of the house.
Yep.
What about you, Owen? Do you remember that at all? You're
Yes, I was about 3.5, and I remember sledding off my porch roof. We
oh
would go
gee.
to the second floor, go out my
Wow.
sister's bedroom window, and sled off the roof,
Now
and
that's
it was only
fun.
like a 1 foot drop until you hit the snow.
Oh gosh.
That's
Yeah.
fun.
Wow. That's amazing. All right. So as everyone tries to endure Snowmageddon, we are wrapped up tightly here in our homes. And tonight's picks are horror films. No, what I did was I titled this episode "The Unwatched Pile Part One" because then we may do it again if it works out good. But
Yeah.
what I did was I asked everyone to pick a horror movie that you maybe wanted to see and just for whatever reason never got around to it. And so that's what we did tonight. And we've got three picks. We've got Cannibal Apocalypse from 1980 starring John Saxon, and that was Bill's pick. Terror at the Red Wolf Inn, 1972. That's my pick. And of course, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre from 1974, the original. That's Owen's pick. So I'm excited to get into this, guys. This is going to be fun.
Yeah, I couldn't wait to do this show. With you messaged earlier, you were like, should we still go on? And I was like, yes, yes, I still want to do it.
Awesome, awesome. All right, so we're going to start with Cannibal Apocalypse, or Cannibal Pork Lips, as I like to say, from 1980. At first glance, Cannibal Apocalypse appears to be a gritty Italian knockoff of American urban horror, but within minutes it reveals itself as something far stranger. A Vietnam war trauma movie that abruptly decides the best metaphor for PTSD is spontaneous cannibalism. John Saxon plays a Vietnam vet trying to live a normal life in Atlanta, which becomes increasingly difficult once it turns out he may have picked up a taste for human flesh somewhere between firefights and homecoming parades. The film wastes no time escalating from uneasy flashbacks to the suburbs are no longer safe for barbecues as Saxon's condition spreads with alarming speed and very little medical explanation. Friends, neighbors, and fellow veterans begin exhibiting similar urges, turning everyday American spaces into scenes of chaos that feel one part zombie movie, one part crime thriller, and one part extremely confused social commentary. What makes Cannibal Apocalypse oddly compelling, though, is its complete lack of hesitation. It commits fully to its premise, treating flesh-eating outbreaks and machine gun shootouts with the same deadpan seriousness, while never stopping to ask if any of this makes sense. The result is a film that feels less like a traditional horror movie and more like a fever dream broadcast directly from a late-night cable channel that never existed. So, first impressions, Bill, you picked this movie. What made you pick this one?
Well, I've just been dying to see it for years, and I just never get around to watching it. And I was like, God damn it, I am going to watch Cannibal Apocalypse for this show. And I'm a big John Saxon fan, so I'd never seen Cannibal Apocalypse. I was kind of worried they'd take my title from me, so I figured I had to catch up. And I'm sure glad I did. I loved it. I don't know what you guys thought, but I was totally into it.
Awesome. Awesome. Owen, this was a first viewing for you?
Yes, it was. Same here. I thought it was more than I expected. Um, Very choppy at first, but then you know, uh, it became very entertaining. Like the last 45 minutes, I was enthralled. Not a lot of cannibalism for a movie that has cannibal in the title, though.
I know.
Like, you didn't like see a lot of cannibalism, so to speak. I think you saw more in the other two movies.
That's funny.
Not much more, but yeah, you did see a little bit more.
I think
Ironically enough, we picked these movies. All three kind of have that theme. They
that is
all have
weird.
cannibalism in it, right?
That is
Yeah,
very weird.
we didn't do that on purpose.
They're all cannibal movies that show very little cannibalism actually
Right.
occurring.
Right.
Exactly.
I saw this quite a while ago. I'm a John Saxon completist. I love anything with John Saxon. In fact, I haven't even written for my John Saxon blog lately, but I've been basically I've got a blog where I'm going through his movies and reviewing them.
You
But
have a John Saxon blog?
you knew that.
No, I didn't.
You didn't know that. You never go to our website.
I do, but I didn't see that.
Although I'm
Oh my
having an issue
God.
with it right now. I got to fix the website, but yeah, I have like three blogs that I'm so far behind on. It's ridiculous. I have the horror films of the 1970s, where I'm reviewing every movie from January 1st, 1970, all the way through December 31st, 1979. The films of John Saxon, which mainly his genre films, and oh, my Then Is Now blog, which ties in with the podcast. But there's going to be some changes with my podcast and stuff coming up. But yeah, so I'm a Saxon completist. I remember him as a kid. I remember me and my parents watching on TV. There was like we used to go to my grandparents' house in East Boston and watch Creature Double Feature on Saturday afternoon at like 12. And after that, the local stations would play different kinds of movies. And I remember they played one called Planet Earth, and it was a Gene Roddenberry pilot that never got picked up for anything. But John Saxon's the star of it, and he's this astronaut who lands on this planet that's ruled by women, and they refer to the men as
Yeah.
dinks, and they enslave the men.
I think I
That was
remember
just it's burned in my head. I'll just never forget watching that.
that.
It could happen.
But exactly, and we always knew who John Saxon was growing up, so I always loved any movie that he's in. And
He
but
was
this
on
movie here,
$6 Million Man. Do you remember?
yeah, he
He
was a
was
villain in that, right?
he was a robot on there, or he was
That's
turned
right.
into a robot, and there was a scene where his face comes off, and it's like
Yeah,
inside.
like Westworld kind of thing.
They were fighting when it happened, so it was
That's
kind
right.
of like Steve was part machine, and so was this dude.
That's funny.
Yeah, yeah, Saxton was in a lot of 80s like television shows too, like Murder She Wrote and
Oh yeah,
like
and he was the father, most famously, I think he was
A-Team.
the father on Nightmare on Elm Street. He was
Yeah,
Nancy's father,
that's right. That's right. Yeah.
and he
He was
came
in
back.
Tenebrae,
Yep,
um,
yep.
Dario Argento's Tenebrae,
Black
fantastic
Christmas.
film. Black Christmas, um,
What's the
Blood
uh,
Beach is the
Blood
other one I was
Beach?
thinking.
Yeah.
Blood Beach,
Oh, the glove. I did one of my blogs is on the glove. The bees. He's
the
got so many
bees.
good movies.
I forgot about the bees.
The
Jeez,
bees
I
is
don't know.
awesome. We'll have to cover that sometime.
Oh, it's
Um,
good.
so yeah, so I really like this movie. I liked it so much I have it on Blu-ray. Um, but it's directed by Antonio Margheriti, who is a prolific Italian genre director known for Castle of Blood, The Long Hair of Death, War of the Planets, and a bunch of sci-fi crazy Italian movies. His name that he used here was Anthony Dawson. Excuse me, and that was sort of a pseudonym that he used outside of Italy. And it was written by Dardano Sacchetti, who is a legendary Italian screenwriter associated with The Beyond and Demons and City of the Living Dead and Bay of Blood, all four of which I love. So I got to look into this guy now.
Yeah, I
Uh,
love all those movies too, especially Bay of Blood, which I just got a message today. My brand new 4K Bay of Blood has shipped from Severin.
oh,
Cannot
wow.
wait to get it. That's a movie I had to watch probably 5 times before I could figure out what was happening in it.
Yeah.
Other
And
than
that's
the fact that we were witnessing murders on screen, the plot just completely eluded me.
right, right. We talked about that a few episodes back. I think, Owen, it was just before you came on, but that's the one that sort of inspired the slasher genre. Friday
Yeah,
the 13th kind of ripped it off.
in many ways. And there are two murders in it that they just took scene for scene for Friday the 13th Part 2.
Yeah. No, this was also released as Cannibal in the Streets, and I believe that, and I could be wrong in this because I didn't get a chance to verify it, but I had kind of heard this before. John Saxon had no idea that this was supposed to be a cannibal horror movie, and so that's why, you really don't see him engaging in anything bloody till the end. He thought it was just going to be a Vietnam War drama about these soldiers with PTSD. And he almost quit the movie, as far as I read, and I don't know, somehow they convinced him not to. And that's why he was able to sort of do that end. But he refused to see it when it came out. He like completely disassociated himself afterwards. He was pissed.
They all say that, though. Another title was Invasion of the Flesh Hunters.
Oh, really? See, no, I didn't see
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, they were horribly edited versions of this movie, by the way. So if you thought there was only a little bit of flesh eating in the version that we watched, there was even less
Oh
in the
my God,
version that hit American cinemas.
Really?
that's funny. All right, I'm gonna put this full screen. I'm gonna share this if I can get back to. There it is. Because sharing is caring. Boom. Bing, bang, boom. Let me know when you guys can see it.
There it
Yeah.
is.
Okay. So some of these, as I've done before, some of them don't have anything to do with the movie, just they had some cool ads. But this one, it's definitely in here somewhere. I believe we're looking for, am I doing the right one here? Yeah, Cannibals in the Streets. Played with the Incubus.
Ooh, a good one.
Is I always get that it's confused with the Manitou. Is that also William Girdler?
No, the Incubus, John Cassavetes is in it.
Right. Okay.
And it is not a William Girdler film though. He was dead already by the
Oh,
time
all
that
right.
movie was made.
He's dead already.
He was dead when the Manitou came out. He never got to see it released
Oh,
theatrically.
that's right. Yeah.
The
That's one of my
world according
favorites.
to Garp.
Yeah,
What'd
huh?
you say, Owen?
Remember the world according to Garp?
Oh
Robin
yeah.
Williams.
I remember my parents took me to say that and it was was depressing. I don't remember anything
Yeah.
about it.
It was depressing.
Anything with Robin Williams is depressing.
Oh, what's that one? Um, Not Field of Dreams, but that one where he's running through the Technicolor field of flowers and
Ugh.
Oh,
it's like
what dreams may come.
what dreams may come and like his whole family dies and that's him in heaven and that
Right.
was bummer
Wet,
that whole movie.
Mrs.
wet,
Doubtfire, bummer. It was a total
Yeah.
bummer of a movie.
wet dreams may come.
But look at this cool Star Trek 2 little tiny little
Yeah.
ad in there. That's a great one. The battle is about to begin.
I'm going to see Thick Skin.
Fast times.
Thick skin plus Vista Valley. All right, we
Ooh.
go. I got a lot one. This one's an interesting one. You can see it much better here. I was playing around with the contrast on it, but you can see John Saxon there in his full uniform,
Yeah.
which
And that
he was,
climactic scene.
yeah, he looked really good in that too. You know, he was really selling it. An American city terrorized by crazed flesh-eating killers, an unbelievable nightmare.
He did give his all in this role. It's interesting that you said that he didn't know that supposedly didn't. They always say that, by the way. Um, but if even if he didn't know that this was going to be a cannibal film, especially then if he didn't know, he really put a lot of characterization into this character.
Yeah,
He gave it a little bit more depth than maybe the script was looking for. Unless he just assumed that was the point of the whole script the whole time. But he was really good in this movie, I think.
I thought
Yeah,
he was excellent in this.
yeah, I thought it was pretty good. Like the drop. Remember when he was explaining to the wife, like, the neighbor girl came over and he's like, but I had this urge to bite her.
He
I just
wanted to
had this
bite
urge
her
to bite her. And
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and it was like he didn't even care. He was explaining, hey, I basically cheated on you, but all I care about is I was gonna bite her.
with a
It was,
child,
you're
by the
right. There was
way.
good acting there.
I thought that was weird because at first you thought he had sex with her, and then you're like, oh, he just almost bit her.
He bit
He
Okay,
her.
that
did it.
makes
He
sense.
No,
did
he
bite
did. He
her.
does bite her, obviously, right?
So
He
yeah,
bit her.
Judging
here
by
we
the
go.
end of the movie.
Oh, there we go. Hold on, I'm just trying to figure out why I are we all we're not appearing, are we? Are we all?
No.
All
Oh
right,
yeah, well, whoever's speaking appears.
right, but it's supposed to be all of us together.
No, we're
Uh,
not all appearing on the feed. I think that always happens whenever you go to the image sharing.
Yes.
okay, all right,
We were all on camera for the first part of the show.
okay, all right, good. All right, because I wasn't looking. So let's go to the next one. I'm trying to see what these things are in the background. It's hard to tell. I guess it's his buddy there screaming and bikini bottom. I don't know. All right. Oh, and this one, I don't recall if there's one on the street, but I just wanted to point this out. Let me look at 1982. Megaforce.
Mm-hmm.
Deeds, not words. Oh no, this one says Ace Hunter is the ultimate superhero. You know who he is? Isn't that Barry Bostwick, who was the mayor in Spin City?
Yeah. Who?
I don't know. Spin City, I don't know what that is.
The show with Michael J. Fox where he was worked in the governor's office or
And
something,
then Charlie Sheen, right?
and then Charlie Sheen, yeah. So let me see if it's oh yeah, no, Cannonball. That's a Cannibal Run. Cannonball Run. I don't see it anywhere. But look at all these movies. I mean, even what did I just see? I thought I saw Saturday Night Fever. Oh, Blade Runner, of course, one of my all-time favorite movies.
Yeah,
The
absolutely.
Thing, The Thing is another one of my all-time favorites.
The thing is stunning.
Yeah. Look at The Thing in Outland. There's a double feature for you. What's this over here? Here we go. Challenge of Death, Hot, Cool, and the Vicious, Dragon Princess, Karate Warriors, Return of the Tiger. Ooh, Megaforce,
All right.
Cannonball Run, and Damnation Alley. There's a triple feature right there. Teen Mothers, Honey Britches, How to Pick Up Girls.
Honey Britches?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honey Britches is the movie that Fredel and Ray bought and turned into Demented Death Farm Massacre. That's really interesting that they were showing it, especially around this time, as Honey Britches. I think it was from the very late 60s.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, maybe it was 71 or something like that. But
Yeah.
yeah, Honey Britches was sort of like it wasn't porn, but it was what passed for porn sort of back then.
Yeah.
And before I don't think it was hardcore.
Right, right. Well,
Yeah,
they
but
were rated R. So,
he bought it and he turned it into a movie called Demented Death Farm Massacre. And all he did was add an intro with John Carradine.
oh,
That
that's
was
great.
it. It was like a 5 minute monologue at the beginning with John Carradine, and the rest of it was just Honey Britches.
That's funny. Look at this. We've got Challenge of Death. Oh, that's the same one.
Mhm.
Sunny Chiba and Dragon Princess Karate
Oh,
Warriors.
Teen Mothers and Honey Britches. There it is.
Oh, yeah. And How to Pick Up Girls. Yep. That's funny that they list them up here. Unless, oh no, that's a holiday drive-in. Oh no, it is the holiday drive. It's weird that they list everything twice. Hmm. All right, so let's go to the next page here. Cannibals in the Streets. Yeah,
Hmm.
Anthony Dawson directed that. Here we go. This is a bunch of cool ones. This is let's see, World According to Garp, of course. But this here, look at Horror Planet, Evil Born in Outer Space. Plus the second feature is Cannibal in the Streets. In the
Yeah,
street.
Horror Planet was another movie that was attached to Cannibal Apocalypse in the US. It played with Invasion of the Flesh Hunters, the other title
Oh,
for Cannibal Apocalypse.
I didn't find any of those. I'm gonna have to look those up.
I'm trying to send you one, but like since I'm streaming, it's making it really difficult. Like I can't get to where the picture is to save
Oh,
it.
okay. It should eventually get to me. But yeah, look at Friday the 13th in 3D part three. I saw that in the theater. I did not see it live at the Hollywood Bowl in the theater, but I saw Pink Floyd's The Wall. All right, here we go. Next. Ah, there we go. I love this poster of Pink Floyd's The Wall. And look at this. Zapped. They're getting a little behind in their classwork.
Oh yeah. I don't see, I was just talking about that movie to somebody, only mentioning it as another one of those movies where like it's about statutory rape basically,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's like, "Oh yeah, that's cool." It was
Well,
one
it's
of those
okay
kind of
when it's an older
movies.
woman and a young guy, but if it's an old guy and a young girl, no, that's bad.
Yeah, like that all of a sudden is like, "Woo." So, I don't know. And God forbid it's an old guy and a young guy.
Right. Oh my God. Here we go. Some more of the same. Goodbye, cruel world. Let's zoom in here. I know. Oh, there, put a little star there. We've got, what do we got here? Goodbye, cruel world playing with Billy Crystal's Rabbit Test in Horror Planet, Cannibal in the Streets. Ow, oops. Homework and private lessons.
That was another one. That was the
Yeah.
reason I brought up Zapped was private lessons.
Oh, that's funny. And there's another one too. My babysitter or something,
My babysitter.
or I forget. But it
I
was
don't
like
know.
with one of those. It was with one of those like like a the young, what do you call it? Like Rob Lowe, that whole teen scene,
The Brat Pack.
the Brat Pack. Yeah, but I don't think it was one of them. And I'm the one I'm thinking of. Maybe it was Robbie Benson. Oh, I got your
Oh,
picture, Bill. So I'll grab that after this. Um,
I'm sending
but
you
God, I
two.
remember like seeing commercials for Young Doctors in Love, but I never actually saw that. I think that was like a slapstick comedy, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was a satire.
Yeah. It's my something. I can't think of it now. All right, we've got some others here. Look at this one here. I've never heard of this one. The Paul Mazursky's Tempest. Most men dream their fantasies. Philip decided to live his. With John Cassavetes. You mentioned him earlier, and I was like, that's what I was thinking of. I don't know. I never, but I
Isn't
love
that the
this
one?
post.
Isn't that
Oh,
based on
oop.
Shakespeare's The Tempest?
Oh, it could be, yeah. But look at this Amityville 2, The Possession, even though it's a terrible movie.
Oh, I think it's the best one.
Really?
Yeah, fuck the
Oh.
original. I hate it. It's boring. I like this one because
What?
this
We,
is
we
like
talk about Grease too?
no Amityville 2. Grease 2.
Grease
Well,
2.
yeah, I do like Grease 2. I think Grease 2 gets a lot of shit, but I
It's
think
a
it's actually pretty good.
it's a cool rider.
Absolutely. You
Grease
know.
2 was all right, but you can't compare to the original.
No.
Oh, Kung Fu Zombie. I wanted to point that out. That's right here in the
Mm-hmm.
middle because I covered that on I forget one of my other podcasts a while back, a couple years ago. Oops. But look at this. It's like boom, but like the same movie after the same Poltergeist, Night Shift, Night Shift, Night Shift, Grease 2, Grease 2, Grease 2. All right, let's go to
All
the next.
major releases.
I know, huh? E.T. was still going on. Now this one, I only grabbed it because it was mentioned here, the Riverside Drive-In, but I think this is from Maine.
Yeah, I
Horror
don't think
Planet
that's our Riverside Drive-In.
and Cat. Yeah, I know. I don't think it's that. I think this is from what does it say? The College Heights Herald. I don't know where that is. But I discovered, Bill, and I'm sure you discovered this years ago, and when I'm doing the search through newspapers.com, I finally realized if you click on the little map, you can select one state. You know how it comes up and it says there's 20,000 selections here, and you're like, oh, now I
Right.
got to go through all of them. But if you click on each state, it'll say 23 from this state, 35 from this state, and makes it a little more palatable to go through.
Yeah.
This was a cool one, I thought. Cannibals in the Streets down here, playing with Female Butcher. What's Female Butcher?
Female Butcher is a movie called The Legend of Blood Castle.
Okay.
It's directed by Jorge Grau, the guy who did Living Dead at Manchester Morgue.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
And it's like a an Elizabeth Bathory film.
Oh,
You know who
okay.
she was, right?
Yeah. She
She
killed
bathed
the
in the blood
virgins
of
to bathe in their
virgins.
blood.
Yes.
Yeah. Cool.
She was real mean. Well, Female Butcher is a retitle of that movie.
Right. All right. And here's another one. It looks similar to the one we just looked at, but it's got some different things. And then we go Cannibal in the Streets again with Female Butcher. What's that? Oh, E.T. Okay.
Interesting that it played with Female Butcher, which is, of course, a Euro horror film, and so is Cannibal Apocalypse.
Right. And here we go. We get it playing. Oh, right up here with The Nesting up
I
here.
love your little star. I love the nesting too. Oh my God. I would love to see these two movies. The nesting's really good. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I think I have. Did we not cover that one yet? I thought we did.
We may have talked about it. Yeah, Gloria Graham is in that film.
Right, right. Beastmaster. I saw that in the theater. I love that movie.
You know, I don't think I've ever seen it. I don't think
Really?
I ever watched, but for how many times that was on HBO,
Hey, Beastmaster's on.
that thing was
Yeah,
always showing.
that thing's always on.
We used to call it, hey, Beastmaster's on. The Road Warrior. I remember my parents took me to see that. And at the very beginning, they have a little preamble where they show clips from Mad Max and they say how the world, there was a nuclear war or something. And I had no idea that when this came out that Mad Max existed, and I had never seen it. And I'm watching this and as a kid, what is this, 82? So I'm 12, and I'm like, why does this look like it's a part two to a movie? I'm like, and I don't know how long it took me because there was no internet, of course, back then. I finally figured out that it was the sequel to Mad Max, and then I went and watched that, and I loved that movie as well. Oh, and look at this little land of make-believe with the Indian River canoe ride, an authentic World War II DC-3. Explore the cockpit.
It looks like a ghost. Isn't that
Yeah,
supposed to be a
No.
ghost?
yeah, it is because Haunted
Oh,
Halloween
haunted
House,
Halloween house. Okay.
train ride, old McDonald's fans.
I want to go to the haunted Halloween house.
I know,
Sounds like
huh?
make believe.
All right, and here we get some interesting ones. Here we'll start at the top.
Ooh,
Gonna
Cannibals in the
grab my
Streets with Eric
bag.
Estrada. I didn't know he was in Cannibals in the Streets.
What?
I know.
I think he's in Trackdown, but they miss because this was back when
So
you literally physically cut and pasted things and put them on.
It's bullshit.
Extreme close-ups, Misty Beethoven.
Oh, they had an
Oops.
X-rated triple feature after midnight.
Yeah.
How could you do that? Let's think about this like from a programmer's perspective or the owner of a drive-in. You have a drive-in and anybody could really pull up in there. They were R-rated films, so they could have brought kids to those. So how do you know there are no children in your audience when the affair starts at
you
12:15 a.m.?
you don't.
You
That's
don't.
really
Yeah.
creepy.
But the money's still green.
Right.
I guess.
It's up to the parents to actually do some parenting, but it was the 1970s,
Well,
so anything went.
you're right. You did leave it up to the parents.
Yeah, a lot
But
of
look at
parents wouldn't make the right decision. They would just stay. Well, they're asleep in the back seat. What do they know?
my parents would have, yeah, my parents would have stayed and just told me, put the blanket over your head. But look at this, Cannibal in the Streets playing with Beyond the Gates and I Eat Your Skin.
Oh my God, that movie is so boring.
I
That's a black and
know.
white movie from the 60s.
Yeah. It's too bad because it's always been paired with I Drink Your Blood, and that's an awesome movie.
That's
The
the genius
rabies.
of Jerry Gross.
Yeah. So here we go. This is another one. Amanda by Night, Cheerleaders Beach Party, and Deadly Blessing. Oh my God. So you've got the X-rated movie for oh, okay. No, it's at 12:15. Okay.
Amanda by Night.
They listed it first for some reason, but then
Yeah.
what do we get? Story of O, Ladies Night, Sweet Secret, Raw Force. What's Raw Force? That sounds like a kung fu film.
No, it's an action film. We watched it on our show not too long ago. It's pretty
Oh, okay.
good. It's just like one of those crazy action movies with strange characters.
Oh, I love
Look
those
at
kind.
Demonioid.
Demonoid. Oh,
Like
Demoniod.
demon.
Demoniod.
So like an android demon.
Demoniod. They
Demonioid.
spelt it wrong. That's hilarious.
Hi, Nora, and hi, Paul, Edwin, David. We got some viewers on YouTube or
Oh,
Facebook,
awesome.
sorry.
Awesome. So we've got the cannibals in the streets again here with the children and the unseen.
Oh my
Isn't the
God.
unseen with that couple that has the grown man who acts like a baby?
Yeah,
I
he's
don't want to
like,
give away the ending because I remembered that being very disturbing.
yeah, well, you already said it. So the killer turns out to be a mentally challenged dude that has been kept in the basement and doesn't really know that he killed anybody. He just wants friends.
Right.
Like,
Don't go in the house. I know we've talked about that before. What's that one?
Oh,
yes, we have
that
talked about that.
that's the one about the guy who burns women alive in his torture room
Oh,
in his
geez.
house. It's like his mother used to burn his hands for punishment or something, and I don't know. It's really horrible. It's got that is probably the most disturbing death scene that I've ever seen in a film. That's right up there because they really show him burn this woman alive with a flamethrower.
Oh
And
my
it
God.
it looks real. I mean, it really it looks like it is happening before your eyes. It's horrifying. But
Oh, it's on Prime and Tubi.
yeah, it's from 1980. It's a really disturbing film. It's one of those low budget psychological thrillers that I love so much.
Oh, we'll
Um,
have to add that to our list.
some of the versions though cut out the burning scene, so you know if it doesn't seem explicit, you watch the edited version.
Yeah. Oh my God. All right. Here's another close-up of Horror Planet.
Horror Planet.
Evil born in outer space.
It's like all
And
one word. Horror Planet.
yeah.
I know.
And
All right.
plus cannibals in the streets. Oh, and they took John Saxon's name off because they trimmed it to fit. And in the other one I saw, his name was
Oh
above it.
yeah.
Remember, they have Elizabeth Turner. That's it.
Yeah,
She's the big star now.
right. All right, here we go. Oh, I loved this. I think there wasn't anything on here, but there was some cool ads like this Friday the 13th Part 3. I begged my parents to take me to see that. I begged and begged and begged, and then they gave in and we went in to see it and we sat down. And you remember in the theaters before the lights went dim, you're just sitting there and it was all quiet and the curtains are closed on the screen
Yeah.
and I'm starting to get scared. And I'm thinking to myself, this is a bad idea. Why did I beg them to take me? This is a bad idea. I shouldn't be here. And then I ended up loving the movie. But
Of course. See, you felt the way you should have felt.
right. I like this ad too. The magnificent kick and the flying guillotine. Whoops. Oh my God. What else? Beastmaster. Yeah, I don't think there was any. Look at this thing here. Faison's Crystal Cave, midway between Allentown and Reading, near Kutztown, Pennsylvania. Do you remember this place, Bill?
I don't. We didn't get over to that side of the state very often. And that was around, if it was around Allentown and Reading, I never would have visited the famous Crystal Cave.
Uh, Look at this. Rocky Horror playing with Dawn of the Dead. That's crazy.
Ooh. It looks like you could choose one or the other
Is it a,
Midnight,
because it was a
Midnight Paradise.
twin. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, Midnight Twin. You could pick one or the other. That's cool. All right, let's see what else do we have. Oh, we've got a lot more. Oh, there's a whole thing about Zapped. Oh, I wanted this because I'm like, well, first of all, the Cannibal in the Streets was here and it has a different picture here. Didn't the other one had John Saxon in it? This one, it's just like the
Oh,
city.
yeah.
But this was I think this probably another one of these movies, and I think this is the movie that made me fall in love with Joan Collins.
Here we go again with tonight's unofficial theme.
Yeah.
Ah,
And here's this Land of Make Believe again with the haunted house. You can read it better. Old MacDonald's Farm, Punch and Judy Show, Santa's North Pole. Well, they get every holiday there. All right, let's see. Oh, and I think that's it. That is it. So let me grab Bill. I'm going to grab those ones that you picked so folks could bear with me for a moment while I
I sent you
grab.
two for Cannibal Apocalypse, and the rest of them are folks at Red Wolf Inn ads.
Okay. I just got to switch from Fright Lounge to me on Face Book. That's the Italians call it. It's Face Book.
Pace.
Hey. All right. Loading
I really
messages.
love when a movie has multiple titles, and when there's, I'm hearing like an echo of myself.
I am now too.
I'm not hearing an echo.
Well, the multiple title films are always my favorite, and tonight's movies have a lot of titles, so that was exciting for me too. Except for Texas Chainsaw. That was always just that.
Yeah.
Do you hear that echo? No.
No.
Yeah.
When Bill
Is my
talks, it
voice
sounds like he's like, now batting, now batting, now batting. Number 12, number 12. That's what it sounds like.
What's I can't even. Oh, you get some good ones too. All right, so this one's are for later. Oops. Wait a minute. Hold on. That one's for Red Wolf Inn. And then this one is.
I love this goth look you have tonight, Rigor.
Yeah, I put some like greenish light over there.
Like solid black shirt, dangling earring, and shocking blonde hair. It's really goth. I love it.
Thank y'all. Ooh. Oh, Club Dead. I tried finding it under that title and I could not find it.
Video only.
All right, here we go. All right, hold on. Bear with me, Bill.
Oh,
And
we're
folks,
fine.
oh yeah, okay. I got some of
Oh, and I
these.
like this experimenting you're doing with your angle.
Yeah, my laptop, my dog ate my through my cord, so I can't charge my laptop.
Oh
It's
no.
now dead. So this is my first time in like 6 months having to do this on my phone.
I never had to go to the phone yet, knock on wood.
Yeah. I just noticed it like like about 3 days ago. I was like, she ate through the whole goddamn thing.
Oh, jeez.
She chewed through the whole thing.
Like I have a
But I
snow
can't charge my
appropriate
laptop.
glass for my beverage tonight. This
Ooh.
changes colors whenever you put cold liquid in it. It starts out solid white, but when you make it cold, it turns dark, like you see along the bottom. As soon as I add more ice, it will all turn dark. And it looks like it does outside my window right now.
Oh, that's cool. All right. I'm gonna escape here. And why can I not? Oh, there we go. All right, so I'm going to jump over to this different folder here, but I don't want to show the Red Wolf Inn ones. Just Club Dead, what was that another name for? Was that Cannibal Apocalypse?
No, that was for Terror at Red Wolf Inn.
Okay.
I only sent you two ads for the Cannibal Apocalypse, and it was under the
Okay.
title Invasion of the Flesh Hunters.
Oh, yes, I see them. Okay. All right. So how do I want to do this? Well, I'm just going to open this one and I'm going to share
Sorry, I
because
know I threw that at you at the last minute. I
sorry.
apologize.
It's all right. Yes. Here we go. We've got John Saxon here with the invasion of the flesh hunters at the Thunderbird Drive-In. Their rabid lust for human flesh created an epidemic. Oh, that's a good one. Playing with
Yeah,
the
you get some Saxon right in the image there.
yeah. And are we gonna? Oh, here we go. Invasion of the flesh hunters. Wait, Night of the Living Dead. What's this? Oh, with Horror Planet. That was just a Horror Planet one you sent.
Yeah, this is Invasion of the Flesh Hunters, Cannibal Apocalypse.
Oh,
Well,
okay, right there.
Remember how we saw it with with the title Cannibals in the Streets, and it was playing with Horror Planet. Well, this was
Right, that's
the
right.
flip side, the other
Okay,
title.
okay. And then I think, oh no, there's another one
There
here.
we go. Those are the only two I sent you.
Cool. Okay, so let's stop the share here, and then these other ones that you sent me are for Red Wolf Inn.
Yeah, that's all for the next movie,
All right,
or we if we do that next.
yeah, I'm gonna throw them into that folder just so I don't get confused or forget, like I can often do. Oh
I'm
yeah.
so jealous of your Karen Carpenter headphones too. I have a pair of those, and I can't use them with my computer though.
Oh really?
Yeah, I'm a
I
big
have
fan
them
of that style.
plugged into my mixer. Cut. Hold on. Pictures. Almost there. Almost there. Freight launch folder. Here we go. 44. Here we go. Newspaper ads and Red Wolf in and paste. Excellent. Okay. Now let's get back to my notes while that does that. All right. So final thoughts on this. Bill, was your pick? Why don't you give us your final thoughts on Cannibal Pork Lips?
Cannibal Apocalypse, I'm glad to meet you. I really dug it. I thought it was going to be, I thought it was going to be good and it didn't disappoint me.
Nice. Nice. Owen?
I thought it would be a little cheesy, but it was good, and it delighted me. I really like you could tell at that time, that era, they were big on like, things that people would take back from Vietnam with them. Whether it be a weird disease or, a different kind of PTSD.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was like an obsession with that back in the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they definitely had that as an undertone. Well, not even an undertone, but like a theme of this movie. They
Well,
even had a bit of a Rambo kind of 20 minutes of it seemed like First Blood.
yeah, this was
Where,
a
when he was in the strip mall and then he had to come and tell the cops, hey, you guys can't handle him. Let me
yeah.
talk to him.
This was sort of a bridge between the old Vietnam horror film, which was like Dead of Night, um, um,
Psychos and
What's the
yeah,
one we watched, Bill?
Dead of Night, aka Death Dream,
Right. Yeah.
and those types of movies. And then that was like straight horror. This is sort of like you said, it has a little bit of Rambo in it too. It's like a little bit of actual action film. It's more of an action film than a horror film,
right.
almost.
And a
I
good
almost
twist ending, but not. I mean, I saw it coming, but it was a twist ending.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was a nice little twist at the end there.
A little Night of the Living Dead at the end.
Yeah.
Right, right.
Or The Mist.
Oh
Uh,
yeah. God, that was a bummer of an ending. Why would you do that? Like,
I know.
why would you end your
Um,
movie like that? That's a terrible idea.
excuse me. First, I wanted to say hello to my friend Simon, who's he lives in Arizona. He commented on our YouTube page. He just said hi. He said he's excited because he can never find the show on Facebook. I don't know why, but just message me and I can send you the links.
Can catch us one way or another.
Um, oh, and you gave your final thoughts on this, right?
Yes, it was a good movie.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I thought it was very good. I liked the music in this. I thought the 70s
Yeah.
soundtrack was awesome.
Yeah.
One thing
Oh,
too. What?
one comment about the movie though, the music. Early in the movie, remember the dog blew up and then they just started like shooting.
Yeah.
Right? They were they were playing like disco music. Like
Yeah.
it didn't fit the
Yeah.
the gravity of the scene.
Yeah.
I thought that was funny.
You'll see that a lot in Italian films. They, for some reason, don't know how to put music to movies.
It's the
Right.
Italian way.
It's like, yeah, I've seen some. I'm trying to think some of my favorites too, like Demons, and they've got this like rock and roll song blaring and has nothing to do with the mood of what's going on.
Exactly. Yeah, the mood, right.
Um, but I did like that. There was something else I wanted to say about it. Oh, yeah, yeah. When I was trying to describe it to my wife, I was like, I said, it's called Cannibal Apocalypse, but it's not one of those where they go into the jungle and meet cannibal movies that I've tried to make you watch before. And she's like, okay, all right. And then she ended up liking it.
She did.
But yeah, she did. In fact, she liked all three films we did tonight, which is really funny. Don't ask her next week what it was about because she won't remember. Um, but yeah, I really like this movie. So glad we got to cover it. You can't go wrong with John Saxon. He's just awesome in everything. He was in, don't forget, Enter the Dragon with Bruce Lee.
Right.
So all right. So that is our synopsis or our discussion of Cannibal Apocalypse, also known as a bunch of other names I'm not going to go into again. Now we're going to cover The Folks at Red Wolf Inn from 1972, which also goes by Terror House or Terror at Red Wolf Inn, which I believe is how I saw it. Um, Folks at Red Wolf Inn opens with the comforting promise of a cozy country getaway, which immediately feels suspicious because the word folks has never once meant good news, has never once meant good news in a horror movie title. A young woman arrives at a remote inn run by an elderly couple who are polite, soft-spoken, and just a little too interested in what's for dinner, setting the tone for a film that weaponizes hospitality. As the stay continues, the inn's quirks pile up like mismatched furniture. The hosts are evasive, the food is oddly specific, and the guest list seems alarmingly temporary. The film leans into slow burn unease, letting awkward silences and too long smiles do most of the work while quietly suggesting that leaving might not be on the itinerary. What makes the movie endure is its commitment to restraint. There are no grand set pieces or explosive revelations, just a steady tightening of the screws as the audience realizes they're watching a genteel nightmare unfold at a polite pace. It's less about shock than about the creeping horror of realizing that you are very much on the menu. So first impressions, this was my pick, so I'm gonna go first. Bill, every time it's kind of sort of popped up in our newspaper ads, you've commented how you love this movie and it's been one of your favorites for a while. That's I think since the beginning that's piqued my curiosity, and it was again same thing. It was just one of those ones I never got around to. So I'm glad we got a chance to do this one. I really liked it. Didn't you and Sam do a commentary track for it?
We did do one. It's on YouTube. You can go watch it on the Groovy Doom YouTube page.
Nice,
It's not
nice.
official though. Nobody asked us to do it. We just did it.
Yeah.
We asked for it, but they gave it to us anyways. No, I need to check that out at some point. But yeah, this movie was crazy entertaining. I think it suffered, at least the version I watched was low quality. Is there a Blu-ray out there for it, or has it been remastered at all?
It has not. In fact, for years and years and years, the rights were sort of in that dreaded gray area where nobody wants to be the first person to release it because then people are going to come out of the woodwork and say, "No, that's my movie. You got to give me money now that you put it out." So those kind of movies end up getting permanently, it's like, development hell all over
Right.
again. And but this never made it past VHS. There was, a couple of different VHS releases under
Oh,
multiple titles, and then nothing. It just sort of like died there, and nobody ever wanted to put it out. Um, Hopefully, one day soon, we will get a nice fixed up version because, like you said, it really would benefit from being all fixed up and nice because I think it's a great movie. I think it's truly a
Bill, I
hidden
can't
gem.
hear a thing you said. You started to say, but this, and then it went blank. Owen, can you say something?
I heard him.
I'm not hearing you either. Hold
Oh,
on, I need to. But you guys are hearing
yeah.
each other?
Yes, and we're
Maybe
hearing
maybe
you.
Okay.
it's your headphones.
Um, hmm. Let me see what's wrong with my audio here. Check, check, check. One, two.
Oh,
Hello?
It's telling me test, test, test. Hold on. Let me get to my settings. I can't hear. Huh.
Should we be talking
That's
so that you
weird.
know whether you can hear us or not? But
Check, check. One, two. Hello.
hello? Hello?
Hmm. What is going on here? That's really strange.
Bumblebee
Microphone
too.
works. I can see it. Wait, it's not picking me. Oh, it should be. Can you guys, when I tap this, can you hear me when I talk?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you, but not the
I'm
tapping.
hearing this, but it's not coming out there. Hold on.
It's like I want to write it on a piece of paper and hold it up. Change your input.
Um, I think what I'm gonna have to do is what oh, write it down. Well, you guys can hear me, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so hold on. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna transfer the con over to you, Bill, and then I'm gonna jump out and join back in, okay?
Okay. The
Make
con?
host.
I don't know what that means.
Change host to Groovy Doom.
Oh,
All
okay.
right, so
There we
you
go.
should be the host now,
Okay.
Bill. See if you can share an image.
I can. Oh, let's see.
I'm looking at you with your cup. All right. So, Bill, can you share an image?
I don't know how.
You don't know
I
how?
don't. I don't. Can
Really?
you hear
If
me?
you go down below, there's a big share button in the center. Do you not see
Yeah.
that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
if you have a graphic open, you click the share button and then you select the graphic and tell it to choose that one.
Uh, okay. Let's see. Oh boy. This is like excitement. I wasn't up for this. Here we go.
Okay, good. All right, I'm going to jump out and I'm going to try and jump back in, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, the recording stopped. So, I'm really not sure if we should keep talking about the movie, if this is even a happening thing right now. Let me see. Yeah, Frank on Facebook said he can hear all three of us too. So I think it was just a problem that Rigor was having.
He couldn't say
So,
hi to.
Owen, why don't you talk a little bit about you watched the movie
Yep.
presumably. So why don't you tell us what you thought about folks at Red Wolf Inn?
In some ways, I thought it was like a tale of two movies because the way it began, I thought it was a little choppy with the editing, and I didn't. It was kind of confusing. I didn't know what was going on. It was low quality, at least the version I saw as well.
Yeah.
Um, However, and I never laughed so hard in my life than that shark scene. That was the most cringe, awkward thing I ever saw. He just grabbed the shark, starts beating, and then he's like, "I love you." It's like a girl we met 5 minutes ago. You know what I mean? Uh, I thought that was a riot, but
Can you
literally
hear
from
me?
that point on,
Yeah, we can hear
I
you.
was I
I still
couldn't
can't hear
wait
you
to see how
guys.
this movie ended.
Oh,
Oh,
say
you back?
something.
Hello?
Oh,
Phil, say something.
Hello? Hello? I am saying something.
Um, I can't read that.
it said hi, Roger.
Roger.
Everything was going splendidly, and then all of a
I don't know
sudden
what's
these
going on here. All of a sudden, I
gremlins.
can't hear you guys. I don't know what to
It's
do.
just some input or something that he has to change.
Maybe I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna unplug this. Check. Headphones. Okay. Maybe I should shut my mixer off and restart it. Hold on.
Anyway, you were saying about the ending of the movie.
Oh, it was like when there was about a half hour, 20 minutes left of the movie. I couldn't wait to see how it ended. Like it was, I had to figure like nothing was gonna keep me to figure out how this thing goes.
Yeah.
Owen,
You
So
really get sucked into like that drama that's
right,
unfolding because her life is at stake here. Like, so she has to find a way to just earn her own survival just by manipulating these people or talking to these people.
right, and then how it ended still leaves it up for whether it
all
be a
right.
weird disease or
Hold on.
Yeah.
different kind of PTSD.
I'm hearing you guys. So hold on.
Well, there was like an obsession with that back in the day. You know what I mean?
Okay. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Okay.
that was weird.
I just reset my mixer, so I don't
Okay.
know. Next time I'll have to remember to do that. All right. Now I cannot find the Zoom window. Where did it go?
It's there. Keep searching.
Oh, it's trying to convert. No, I saw myself though. Hold on. Where?
Use the third eye.
There we go. Zoom workplace. Oh, stop converting. Stop. Just. Oh my God. And I'm here now. I can't even like I want to share a graphic, but I can't seem to do that. Oh, here we go. Oh, I see it. There we go. Why couldn't I? It won't let me it won't let me click on it. I don't want to do that. Yes, I want to exit the wizard. I didn't even ask for it.
Can you
Oh,
hear?
I love these moments when the technology takes over.
Right.
it's like it just politely pushes me aside and like I can hover over it. Hold on, let me see if I can.
This will happen, by the way, when our AI overlords seize control of our lives. This
Yeah.
is
Oh,
the
I know. Oh,
this
here
is
it
what will
is.
keep happening.
It was teeny tiny. That's what happened. It got teeny tiny. There we go. All right, now we're back. Sorry about that, folks. I hope this was very entertaining for you.
Owen was sharing his thoughts about Red Wolf Inn
Oh,
while you
okay.
were away.
Okay.
Right.
Uh,
So yeah, did you like it, Owen?
Well, yeah, I was telling him how it's low production, especially the first half of the movie, it's kind of choppy with its editing and all that, and I don't know where it's going. It's low quality. Um, that shark part where he catches the shark made me laugh so hard. I laughed so it was so cringe. I laughed so hard. He just beat the shark, and then he's like, "I love you." Like, I- but it, I got really sucked into the movie. Like that last like half hour, I couldn't wait to figure out how it was going to end. You know,
Yeah.
like I would have stepped over my own mother to figure out how does this thing end.
That's
Uh, it was good.
funny. Yeah, it was directed by John Huff. How Hoff?
Yeah.
Hough, known for he did The Legend of
Bud
Hell House, which I
Bud
love.
Townsend directed it.
Oh, why did it say John Huff? That's weird. Hmm. He also directed. So am I even talking about the right guy? Hold on.
No. Bud Townsend was he directed the musical porn version of Cinderella and the Beach Girls, Nightmare in Wax with Cameron Mitchell,
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, I know that one.
Coach with Kathy Lee Crosby is another one if you remember that movie.
Coach with
That was
yeah.
another one of those older woman, younger guy. She might be his teacher at school or his coach, but they're gonna
Yeah,
sleep together.
That's funny. Yeah, that was such a weird. Well, getting back to Cannibal Apocalypse, it was such a weird relationship he had with the neighbor girl there. It was like
yeah.
very uncomfortable. I don't know why the actors are not popping up on for me on the
In
thing, but
Terror House,
yeah,
I can name them if you want me
here we go.
to.
I've got a little Linda Gillen was in it. She was in Night of the Eagle and She Beast.
She
John
wasn't.
Nielsen. She was not in She Beast.
She was not in Chibi's. Where are you getting these?
I don't know. I think I got my notes mixed up with something else.
Yeah, Linda Gillen was not in any of those movies. She is probably best known as to mass culture as uh remember on Laverne and Shirley, Mrs. Babish's daughter,
Yeah.
Yes.
Amy.
Yeah.
That's Linda Gillen.
This is
Yep. Okay.
She played Amy on Laverne and Shirley, and unfortunately, that was the only episode that Amy was ever on. Uh, and even though they kind of hinted that they were going to keep bringing her back as a character because she had kind of had something going with Lenny by the end of the episode,
Oh yeah.
but they never brought her back. Although Linda was on Laverne and Shirley again, she was good friends with Penny Marshall,
Okay.
and she and Penny, she's in Big with Tom Hanks.
Oh wow. Okay.
She's the woman that works in the office that wears the red dress, and the guy tells Tom Hanks like her legs have been wrapped around every man in this
yeah.
company or something, and he's like, "Ooh, I'm gonna stay away from her." That's
I remember that.
Linda.
Yeah.
And then she
That's
sees him
hilarious.
at a party and like she like says she makes some remark to him and he runs away screaming.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to send you a request, Bill, if I can share these graphics.
Okay.
Oh, I can reclaim host. All right, I'm gonna. Oh, I'm the host now.
Okay. I got that notification. My power has been ceased.
So is this an actual videotape of yours?
Which?
I'm sorry. Did I share it? I thought I
No,
shared.
we're not seeing anything right now.
Hold on.
And
Good
no, none of
grief.
those videotapes are mine. I
Okay,
do have one of them. I might have shared that one.
that's what it was. I couldn't share until I got the control back. All right, so there's
Yeah.
this here, Club Dead.
Huh, I
That's
like that.
hilarious.
This was like in the 90s, early 90s, I think, is when this came out
Blue
as
tape.
Club Dead. It had
Did you-
already been through so many multiple title changes at this point. Club Dead was the final one.
I feel like I may have seen that at a video store.
It's a beautiful thing. It's super rare. It's worth a lot of money if you ever
Oh,
find one.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Here's a cool one playing alongside the Hammer of God.
Yeah, the original title, the folks at Red Wolf Inn. This was from 1972.
Folks. Hmm.
What is the evil hidden by the folks? Oh, I kind of like that, like comic book looking, like a
Yeah.
70s horror comic. That's cool.
Speaking of Vietnam, we were talking about how Vietnam influenced films, and this has sort of like an unspoken,
It
uh,
does too. You're right. Yep.
yeah, there's like an older generation that is out to exploit younger people, literally by turning them into hamburger. And
Right.
these people, it's like a human trafficking scheme, really, is what these old people have going on here in the movie. I'll talk more about it when it's my turn. Sorry, I'm gonna
No, no,
hijack this.
no,
No, I
it's
get it.
fine. No, that's totally fine. I thought it was interesting too, how it was sort of like a modern day scam where the girl just gets this letter in the mail says, "Hey, you want a free vacation?" And she's like, "Oh, really? Oh, okay."
Yeah,
And
and she's a kid, so she doesn't know any better than to
yeah,
not do that.
you could see that happening today.
Well, when the scammer picks you up for your, when she gets off the plane, and then immediately gets in a high-speed chase,
Yeah,
that might be red flag number one,
no, she
Right.
liked that.
Something ain't right here. I'm not just going to my resort at Punta Cana.
She liked the chase. That's why Baby John liked her.
Right.
Baby John.
He wasn't
Right.
afraid. He was like, I could get to
True.
know her.
His dad was Little John from Robin Hood.
Must have been.
Look at this. Welcome to Red Wolf Inn, Regina. Guess what we're having for dinner? Or should I
You.
say who?
Yeah, this was like 75, I think, by the time this title started being used. It was folks at Red Wolf Inn for 72 through 74, I believe. And then there was Terror at Red Wolf Inn played for a little while in 75 before the next big title change, which was Terror House.
I couldn't find any for Terror House, but I don't think I looked. No, I thought I set the search to 1980. I
Here's
couldn't
another
find.
video.
Guess what we're having for dinner?
This is from the
Okay, so
UK, I believe, but I also have this. I do have this as Terror on the Menu on VHS. It's Canadian, the release
oh
that I
wow,
have.
that's cool. Here we go. This is a nice one.
There's Terror House.
Yeah. Sure.
People Who Own the Dark, Terror House, Tales of the Bizarre. Oh, I don't know that one.
This was 76 when the Terror House title started being used, and that's when People Who Own the Dark came out too. Tales from of the Bizarre is like a horror anthology about sex that's hosted by a mummy.
Ah, it's a good host.
Must be seen to be believed. And
Oh my God.
unfortunately, um, we haven't seen any of the actual original ads for folks at Red Wolf Inn with the skillet. It's in here mixed up. Sorry, I didn't put them in date order, but uh, the original release of folks at Red Wolf Inn was rated R because there is a little bit of violence and suggested violence that was cut from the film to get a PG rating, which is what we see here in the ad for Terror House. It's rated PG.
Hmm.
And I think most of what they cut out is there's a scene where, Baby John kills the dog and they show the dead dog. And they cut that from the original film. And
Wow.
there was another scene where they're eating, the old people are cooking in the kitchen, and the old lady's making soup and she stirs it and there's a human foot floating in it. And she gets something out of the cooler and gives it to Mr. Smith, I guess is his name, and she gives it to him, and it's like fingers in a jar, and he starts eating them. They're like lady fingers
You eat them like
he made for
picnic,
him,
huh?
and he's like, "Oh, Evie, I can't believe you made this for me."
That's funny.
Those were cut, and there was another scene where the girls weigh themselves before breakfast. Evelyn tries to get them to weigh themselves so she can like track how much weight they're putting on during their visit.
So she knows how much ingredients to put in when she's cooking them.
That's funny. That I know. I said that to my wife. I'm like, she's fattening them up. She's getting them ready to cook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, here's another one.
Yeah, Bruce Lee.
Secrets Beyond the Door. Is that
Yeah,
another?
that is it. This one was super
I could
rare.
not find this one either. Wow.
This is really hard to find. It only played for a couple of months under this title, and it was only like maybe four dates in the entire United States. And Florida was one of them. I think this is from Florida. But Secrets Beyond the Door was the final theatrical title that this movie had.
Hmm.
And this was in 1980, I think. It screened once in 1980, and then most of the Secrets Beyond the Door dates were in 1981. There were a couple in 84 as well.
Wow.
It was still out there playing, which is really annoying to Linda Gillen, the star of the film, who's a friend of mine. And she's talked to me extensively about the making of this movie, and they never paid her for it.
Huh.
And
Ew.
it's been screened over and over again. I mean, like she owned a percentage of the gross. Bud Townsend gifted her a percent
Oh, wow.
uh, for her birthday or something. There was some occasion, and he gifted her a percentage of the film, and she never got any of the money. And it's
Ugh.
been really frustrating for her because she's gone to the Screen Actors Guild over and over again about it, and they just like aren't able to reclaim any money for her.
Oh my God, that's terrible.
That's terrible.
It's kind of a sore spot with her, which is it's too bad because this really was the film where she got to shine the most. Most of the other movies that she's had in, there was another one she did called Alambrista, which was Ned Beatty was in it, and it was about migrant workers.
Hmm.
And she has a great role in that film, but unfortunately, it's only maybe like 15 minutes of the entire runtime. It's sort of like an omnibus type film or like multi-story, almost like a Robert Altman
Hmm.
movie.
Yeah.
So she's just one of many characters in it, and she didn't get, enough to do in that movie, in my opinion. That's her other best performance,
Oh,
if you
wow.
ask
That's too
me.
bad. All right. Here's another one. Invasion of the Flesh Hunters.
And we went off to the last movie now.
Horror Planet.
That's
Oh,
Cannibal
yeah, right. That
Apocalypse.
was,
Yeah.
yeah, you're right. All right. What's going on? I don't know how these ended up in here. Am
There
I
we
even in
go.
the right folder? Okay.
Yeah, this was the original release. 72 and 73, they had this style ad campaign for the film, which never came back. I love that skillet with the wolf's
Yeah.
head handle.
That's awesome.
It's beautiful.
And it's right next to the farmer's other daughter.
Her.
That's great.
Oh my God. State of Siege. Never heard of that one. It's got all these great reviews. I've never heard of it, and I'm a film aficionado.
How about Behind the Green Door? You scrolled right past that one.
Where did I?
There she
Oh,
is.
Marilyn Chambers. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Wow.
Good old Maryland.
This is the one you've been reading about, starring that soap flakes girl.
They couldn't say Ivory. They could have gotten sued.
Right, right. Oh, look at the handle to the pan is I didn't notice that before.
Oh
That's
Yeah,
yeah,
cool.
the
that's
wolf
the
was
wolf's
playing.
head handle I was talking about.
Yeah. It's nice to see a horror film made by people who seem to really care about about what they're doing. Director Townsend plays it with so many slide gestures. This is true. Here's another video case cover. What the heck were they think? Oh, it's the backside.
That's the back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't get that. It's so funny. Like, let's just slap a skeleton on the cover and maybe people will rent it. All right. Oh, this one. This was it was a bunch of Hollywood stuff like Robert Wagner back when Natalie Wood was still alive. Um,
Wow.
and it says talk about switch casting. Arthur Space, who is the vet on Lassie, and Mary Jackson, who is one of the refined spinster sisters on the Waltons, play a cannibalistic couple in the new horror movie The Folks at Red Wolf Inn.
That's amazing. I've never seen that clipping before.
Really? It's from the
Oh,
Calgary Herald from
it's
73.
Canadian. Yeah.
He was the vet on Lassie.
Arthur Space, who usually played a bum, a wino,
Yeah.
that
Town
type of
drunk.
character. Yeah, that was just part of what Arthur Space did.
So there was a bunch here. I mean, you get Chariots of the Gods. That one always scared me too, although we do have that book. I've had
He
it
just
since
died
then.
not too long ago, the guy who wrote that book. He died
Oh
maybe two
yeah.
weeks ago.
Oh wow.
Hey guys, I have to
Eric
step
von
away for a
Däniken.
second. I'll be right back.
Okay. And then we've got the Velvet Vampire. What is the evil? Blah, blah, blah. What is the evil hidden by? What? What is the evil hidden by? Their evil secret will shadow you in the Velvet Vampire. She's waiting to love you to death
Love you to death.
with bloodbath.
Mary Poppins.
And Mary Poppins and bloodbath.
I know.
Oh my God, here's another one. I know I've seen Velvet Vampire, but my brain is not working. I gotta look that one up. Velveeta Vampire. Oh wait, not Velveeta. The Velvet Vampire from 71. A married couple accept the invitation of mysterious vixen Diane LeFanu to visit her in her secluded desert estate. Tensions arise when the couple, unaware at first that Diane is a centuries-old vampire, realize that they are both objects of the Pale Temptress's seductions. I think I've seen that one. It's on Hulu. All right, and let's see what else we got here. Los hombres no loran. I'm not sure what that means. The men of something. Oh, this movie, see this one down here with the S's?
Yeah.
Don't say it hits it. Do you see that one?
Yes.
Owen?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Oh, now I can't hear you again.
Yeah, I said yes.
Hold on, I'm gonna shut my
Yeah.
mixer off again.
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now?
Oh, yes, I can hear you now. And that's actually what I meant to say. So this movie is with Dirk Benedict. He played
No
Starbuck on
way.
Battlestar Galactica, and he's a
Yeah,
guy
Space and
who
18.
exactly. And he's like a college student, and there's this mad scientist. I can't think of who played him. It was just like Strother Martin or something. And he turns him into a snake.
Okay.
I love that movie. I remember loving that movie when I was a kid. All right, and then we've got
Blazing Saddles.
it's kind of the same thing. I think this was we just saw this. Just they're just rearranged differently. Poof. Same thing. I tried not to get duplicates, but oh, there's Bill. So, Bill, look at this. We've actually seen this in the last three pages in a row, but Red Wolf Inn played with Velvet Vampire and Bloodbath.
Yeah, Bloodbath being, I guess, the Roger Corman film. I
Okay.
think Velvet Vampire was also distributed by Corman, although I don't.
Velvet Vampire was from 71.
hmm
Let me see.
Stephanie Rothman, who directed a number of movies for Roger Corman, she
Right.
directed that.
Yeah. Yeah. That one, I feel like I've seen that one.
It's good.
Yeah. Velvet Vampire. And then, kind of the same thing here. Red Wolf Inn and Velvet. Oh, it's a different ad for Velvet Vampire, though. That's cool.
There's Liz Renee. Oh my God.
So
Muffy Saint
funny.
Jacques.
And then American Graffiti. I love that movie. Oh, look at there's another ad for it too.
I've never seen that ad before. I love how they cut it up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get these from you.
Yeah. What is this one? This is from Corpus Christi. Oh, and here's a different one down here with Velvet Vampire and Bloodbath. Shrieking Terror. Excuse me. What's this one? Cinderella Liberty. Oh, James Caan. And Eli Wallach. All right. Oh, I was one of the movies that played Bill. I'm not going to scroll back, but was oh, here it is. I was just describe. Oh, did Bill go away again?
Oh no, I'm here.
Oh, I was just describing that movie with Dirk Benedict to Owen.
Yes. Yes.
That was like a yes. That was a Saturday afternoon staple.
That movie scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. Because I
That
was
and I
it,
thought,
it hit me right at that age where I was impressionable, and I thought if you saw it in a movie, it could happen in real life.
Right.
Someone turns into a snake.
I don't
Like
remember
not
what the
like
hell.
yeah.
Go
When you
ahead.
see Jaws and it makes you not even go into a pool,
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
which makes no
I couldn't
sense
swim.
at
I couldn't
all.
take a bath for 2 years
The
after Jaws.
bathtub.
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Like even a bathtub scared you.
But there was I forgot what it was now. It was something the movies, I mean, Friday the 13th ruined camping. Jaws is ruined going to the beach. I mean,
Yeah.
Psycho's ruined taking showers.
The
Never going to
Exorcist ruined
Texas.
crucifixes and canopy beds.
Yeah. All right, here we go. There was a question in here. I'm trying to see which one it was, if I can do it quickly enough. I should have marked it with my little stars. Oh, here we go. Why don't they have an award for the horror films which are so popular today? For Brad Nichols from Cincinnati. They already have. In its second year, the Academy of Horror and Science Fiction Films, with a membership of some 200 people, will stage its annual Golden Scroll Awards. Already nominated for Best Horror Films of 73 are The Exorcist, The Folks at Red Wolf Inn, Legend of Hell House, Raw Meat. Oh, Raw Meat. That's the Dirk Benedict Vietnam vet movie.
No. No,
No?
Raw Meat is Deathline, directed by Gary
Oh,
Sherman.
right. Yeah, we saw that. What's the one? No, Ruckus is the one with Dirk Benedict. Okay.
Yeah.
Schlock, Tales that Witness Madness, Terror in the Wax Museum, Theater of Blood. Oh, wow. Vault of Horror. Jeez, that's an impressive year for movies.
Similar love stories. Folks at Red Wolf Inn is a love story. That's one of my favorite things about it.
Yeah. It's got a nice twist at the end. I don't think we should give the twist away, but it's really good. Here we go. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang and Willard and
Bitty
Ben.
bang bang.
There's a double feature. Willard and Ben. And I never saw the remake with Crispin Glover. Is that any good? Have you guys seen that?
Which one?
I think it was a remake of Willard, wasn't it? With Crispin Glover.
I never
No.
saw it.
It's about a kid who can control rats.
Oh, I
Very
vaguely remember
spoof.
that with Crispin Glover.
Yeah. Daughter of Darkness. And then starts Wednesday, Hawaii and the Hawaiians. How ironic.
Well, you get a good theme, you keep it going.
Here we go. Legend of Boggy Creek, Bigfoot movie, Sleuth, and the folks at Redwood Inn. The folks at Redwood Inn would like to introduce you to their cheese.
Redwood?
I
Red
mean, Red
Wolf.
Wolf Inn.
Redwood.
The Redwood and nothing bad would happen to you there. It would be
That's
all
true.
good things.
Oh my God. Never give an inch at the Redwood.
It's not worth it if it's an
Is that
inch.
is that a Native American porno?
I don't know.
Redwood.
I can't believe it was shown with Bird. That's amazing. I have to tell Sam about that.
Yeah. I seen that in quite a few of them too. We covered that a while back. That was really good. But what's this death and hanging? Disciples of Death. Oh,
Disciples of
and for
Death.
hanging. Oh, those are kung fu films, I think, right? No?
No, Disciples of Death is it's one of those like southwestern horror movies, like Enter the Devil.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't think it's that one though. This was a different movie. I think this was Beware My Brother, My Brothers, Beware the
Oh, okay.
Brotherhood, or something like that.
Right, right. Now that you've made me think of it, I'm going to ask you this now, Bill, because I know I'm going to forget, and I think I've ever since I've known you, I think I've been meaning to ask you this, and every time I think of it, it falls out of my head. When I was a kid, there was, I think it was a made-for-TV movie. I feel like it was a made-for-TV movie. I feel like it was shot on video, and it was about this family that moves into this house, and there's this like handyman that he's typical 70s. He's got like the overalls and one of those, scally caps, and he had no tongue, so he couldn't really talk. And that was just one of the characters. And then there was some weird like cult thing going on, and this little girl had this doll. It was one of those dolls made of cloth. And it ended up like, I don't know, it ended up with like a red dot on its forehead that's had something to do with this cult. Is that ringing any bells? As I've been trying to find out what the hell that movie is for years.
No,
No.
um, this does not trigger any alarms.
Hmm. I don't know.
It sounds like it could be. When you said it was shot on video, what I was thinking is maybe it's an episode of a TV show. You know how they used to show those on TV
Like a
sometimes?
Tales from the Dark Side or something, or two,
Or
one
not
step
necessarily.
beyond.
It seems like there's more going on there than they could fit in half an hour. So
Yeah.
it could have been like a thriller from the BBC. Did they have accents?
I don't remember. I think it was American because I remember the family like moves to this new place, this new town at the beginning.
Hmm.
I could like see certain images from it, but I can't place it. I've tried looking it up. I'll have to try again. I almost thought it might have been oh, what the hell was it?
Amityville.
No, no, that I would obviously no. No, this was obscure. Like I just happened to catch it on TV one afternoon. I think it was on like at 4 o'clock, 4 o'clock movie or something. I watched it with my mother. But I don't know. It'll come to me, or we'll figure it out at some point. All right, so here's another similar one. Um, we've got Superfly playing and Jim Brown and Slaughter up there. I don't know if you guys can see it.
Hmm.
And in Fields mini. I have no idea. Oh, it's some kind of Spanish thing.
Give it a dance.
Folks and Bird, Notion and Raid. What is? Oh, there you go. Disciples of Death again. And Jason Robards in Pocket Money. Oh, here we go. I put a little star up here so we can see what's going on.
I
All
love your
right.
stars.
The, st- the stewardesses, why bother to knock? Joe Kidd shootout. Folks at Red Wolf with Crystal Plumage again. Rio Lobo, The Revengers.
Avengers. I remember
It's a sequel to The Avengers.
that.
Oh, I seen these. In fact, we covered these over on These Meets the West. The Companeros was good with Franco Nero and Thomas Million. And Today We Kill, Tomorrow We Die. That's a good one too. Montgomery Ford. I think that's actually um Giuliano Gemma. I think that was the American name that he used. And When Legends Die, the Culpeper Cattle Company.
There's the
Oh, here we go. Terrence
stewardesses.
Hill and Bud Spencer. We did a whole bunch of their movies. They did some great westerns together. They're wicked funny, and Bud Spencer's this wicked strong guy. And like the Trinity series, they did a trilogy of movies with Bud Spencer's characters named I'm sorry, Terrence Hill's characters named Trinity, and they're
They
just
call
really
me
funny. But then
Trinity.
yeah, and they ended up doing some buddy cop movies, which I want to cover at some point. And there they are again over here. Those Trinity boys are back. And it's always about beans. In fact, I have a game on my phone that Terrence Hill's still alive, but Spencer's not, but he's still acting. He's lives in Italy and he's plays a priest who solves crimes. And I think he's still doing the show. And anyways, they made a game for the phone. It's called Slaps and Beans, and it's a little Bud Spencer and a little Terrence Hill, and you go around slapping bad guys.
Right on.
Whack-a-mole.
This one I don't think had anything from the movie that we're talking about, but I liked the night Evelyn came out of the grave poster because
No,
we
it's
covered that
there.
one.
It's there with Bird on the left, right there.
Oh, there it is. You're right. There it is.
Dear Dead Delilah keeps popping up. I love that movie
I don't
with
think I've seen
Agnes
that. Michael and
Moorehead.
Sarah. I have to see it now. Agnes Moorehead. I liked her in that Twilight Zone episode where the little aliens were invading.
She's great in everything, isn't she?
Yeah.
She's just genius.
The Valachi Crunch. I mean, the Valachi Papers.
Hosh, hosh, sweet Charlotte.
Oh, yeah.
Santa's magic fountain. That's just doesn't sound right.
Santa's enchanted water sports games. No, never mind. All right. It's hard to swallow a comedy about cannibalism, but Bud Townsend, who directed The Folks at Red Wolf Inn, claims the picture is funny. The film, which got a very limited release last year, is out and running again to the distress of some audiences who think it's disgusting. I think what offends some theatergoers, Townsend said, is that they aren't used to seeing nice, wholesome people practicing cannibalism. It's bizarre behavior to eat people. The
Yeah,
picture's rated R, which
true.
Townsend considered terribly unfair. We shouldn't have an R, he protests. There's no profanity, no sex, no violence, and he's right.
True.
That's wicked funny. All right, Butterfly Affairs. Let's see, we got a lot here. It's kind of all the same. Frenzy. I seen it. Oh, there it is, right there in front of my face. Folks at Red Wolf Inn with Frenzy. All right. And then, oh, there's another one. You see
The
the bottom part a little
Secret
better.
Terror.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and there's your frying pan thing again.
Yeah.
No, a frying pan theist. Uh, there we go. Look at this. Chinese Connection and Fists of Fury. That's cool. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Never mind. No, there's no oh, wait. It's over here. It played, oh, yeah, with Frenzy. Pomona. This must be California. Charles Bronson and the Stone Killer. Why would you want to kill stones? That's just rude.
What'd they ever
Seven
do to
Blows
you?
of the Dragon. I like that.
It's bizarre
All
behavior,
right,
like
let's
eating
see. What else do
people.
we got here? Oh, this was funny. I'm like, it says bring the whole family, and I saw Lorne Green. I'm like, that doesn't look like Lorne Green, but he's down here. He's the narrator. It's like it must be like an animated thing. Yukon Pictures. But the folks at Red Wolf Inn, crazy old couple run a resort hotel where their guests become the meals. Director Bud Townsend displays a deft comic touch, but a couple of grisly shots spoil the show. With Linda Gillen, John Nielsen, Arthur Space, Mary Jackson.
Spoil the show.
That's funny. People are so judgmental.
There is nothing tremendously grisly in this movie.
Yeah.
It's all implied. I never even got to talk about this yet.
Oh, I'm
I,
sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
I never gave my opening thoughts
Oh, did
about.
we not jump into that? I skipped over it. I'm sorry. All right, Bill, why don't you go?
Well, you kind of vanished for a while, so that was when we had technical
That's
difficulties.
right.
So I
Yeah,
had
yeah.
Owen go first, and then we just kind of like jumped into the ad segment, which is of course very exciting for me as well. But this movie was very important to me. I started the first time I watched it was on Fright Night, WOR out of New
Okay.
York. We got that in Pittsburgh. It was amazing. It changed my life. It
We
changed
got it
my
too.
it changed my taste in films in any way, in any regard, because they they got all that stuff. They got all that syndicated exploitation stuff that used to play at drive-ins. There were a couple TV packages that contained things like that, like Don't Look in the Basement. That was another big one that was out and syndicated at the time. And this played on TV as Terror House. It was probably unedited because, I mean, at that point, Terror House had been edited. It was the PG cut of the film, and there was nothing in it that you couldn't show on TV. even there was a shot of severed heads in it. Did you guys watch that version?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so you saw the heads in the freezer.
Yes,
Yes.
Um,
at the end.
it's really strange because I went to see this at the drive-in a couple of years ago. Harry Guerro did it in Allentown, outside of Allentown, and Linda Gillen made a personal appearance there. I drove to her home in New Jersey and picked her up and took her to the drive-in, and I got to sit with Linda Gillen at the drive-in and
That's
watch this
awesome.
movie,
Really?
which was just a really surreal experience for me because
Wow.
this movie just it really spoke to me the first time I saw it. Owen already alluded to this. It starts out so innocuous because you don't, and this was back before, we were really accustomed to that kind of thing happening in a movie where the director starts like ratcheting up the tension gradually. It wasn't so overdone in 1972, I guess, is what I'm saying. And
Right. Yeah.
Hitchcock, of course, did it all the time. But, uh, you know, um, it was just like, it really got to me, even though it didn't show anything, because I was like 14 the first time I saw it, and I had already seen Friday the 13th, and like I was really into the gore stuff. I bought every issue of Fangoria, Famous Monsters,
Oh yeah.
and this movie doesn't have anything like that in it. It's all sort of left to the imagination. And it's ironic because Linda did tell me that in the freezer scene where she discovers what it is that they've been eating at the resort, this creepy old hotel, what did she expect? What did she think she was eating in there? But there were like corpses hanging, bodies hanging in that freezer, and they
Yeah.
were they were super gory, but they were covered up with a sheet, and you can't like plastic sheeting, and you can't really see them all that well. And she said Bud was kind of annoyed by that when he saw it, but ultimately it works for the film, I think, because it's just sort of kept just out of reach. Like, there are bodies hanging in the freezer. You just think
Right.
like hanging and intestines or something hanging out.
Right. It doesn't have to be right in your face core, but you
Yeah,
can use your
exactly.
imagination.
That's what I like of one of the many things I like about this movie. It's a love story. It's a
It,
romance.
it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny because you get to a point where you're rooting for her and then things kind of change and you have to sort of reassess
Yeah.
which characters you're rooting for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's lonely. She has nowhere to go for her spring break, and she wants a boy. She's been thinking about it, and then she meets this guy, and he's been wanting a girl. And I think it's sort of it's one of those things maybe you don't get the first time you see the movie, and if you ever watch it again, it's obvious that the second or third time you would see it. He is sort of like these people that are living here and conducting this human trafficking scheme for cannibalism. You don't know who they are. Like they're just this couple. Like they definitely were a couple because they talk about it amongst themselves and they're like, "Oh yeah, like we were in the army and we did this, that, and the other thing."
Right. Yeah.
But they have this grandson there. You don't know who he is. Like, is he really their grandson, or is he just like somebody's kid that they brought to the resort and they ate the parents and decided to keep him around and raise him as like
Right.
a younger
Right.
member of the family? Um, so, you know, you really don't know who these people are in the movie, and that always keeps you guessing. But he's just like this guy that's grown up there. He doesn't know anything other than this weird inn. Eating people are sort of the norm for him. And now he's a young man. He's not a little boy anymore, and he wants to be with a woman. And he's starting to like see these people that they're bringing, which are usually young girls. He's attracted to them, and then he has to be the one that butchers them.
Right.
Like that's what they do at this place. So he has been through this over and over again. He's attracted to these women and then he has to kill them. And not only kill them, cut them up and process them and eat them as food. And here comes this character, Regina, and she's the one for him. Like she's like he really fixates on her. because they take that high speed chase through town and she's not afraid. Like she likes it. So it's really both of them. And when you see that shark scene where he bangs the shark off to death off the beach, like that's why. Because he knows that it's her turn next. Like he's already butchered the other ones, and she's the next one to go. He knows they're going to tear her up, and that there's probably nothing that he can do about it to stop them. And that's why he freaks out and like just like starts banging this shark off the beach, and then he turns to her and he says, "I think I love you," and walks away. And you're like, "What the fuck just happened?" But after you know what they're doing there, it kind of makes sense in a very creepy way. That's one of the many ways this creeps up on you.
Oh yeah, yeah. And it was funny that you mentioned the shark punching scene because my wife and I, when we were watching it, we had paused it. One night we started it and we're like, all right, we'll pick this up tomorrow. And I think it ended up being like a day or two later. And so I'm like, oh, we gotta watch this. So I threw it on and I couldn't remember. I'm like, why is this guy punching a fish? We gotta rewind it a little bit. And then we finally caught up and we went, oh yeah, there.
And you still didn't get your answer.
Right, I know.
There's no reason. I thought later in the movie they're gonna say like sharks ate his parents or something.
I
Oh,
know.
That's why he hated sharks so much.
no, they just happened to be in the way. It was the closest thing he could take out his frustration on was this poor
Exactly.
fish that he reeled in.
So Simon on YouTube, Simon commented, I don't even think it was called PTSD back then. It just was. But I think we used to call that kind of thing shell
Shell
shock.
shock.
That's how I
Yeah,
know it. Yeah.
Hmm.
I still call it that.
shell shock.
So,
What
all
did you
right.
guys think about the music in this film?
Oh, it was good.
Oh yes, I was gonna. I think I have that in my notes. Something with the music. Yeah, Red Wolf Inn is the one.
Well, it's just got it does have a minimalist soundtrack, but it has a lot of strange audio effects and noises. Like there's the weird violin theme that keeps playing when she's like snooping around and she finds the black dress hanging in the
Yeah.
boathouse
Yeah.
or something. Um, it's those kind of touches that make it kind of
Did,
strange.
did you notice when she got up in the middle of the night the first time? And he scared her with the knife.
Yeah.
He gets up in the middle of the night, but when they're in the kitchen, it's broad daylight outside. Did anyone notice that?
I did
And then she
not.
goes back upstairs and she's talking to the black lady there, and then you're like, oh well, let's go back to bed. We'll talk in the morning. And I'm like, it was just morning in the kitchen, like 5 seconds ago.
Right.
Definitely an editing mistake.
Day for night. That's
Yeah,
just how they shot it.
Yeah.
It might have had a blue tint at some point in fairness. Like they may have sometimes those anomalies happen when a film is transferred to video or television. A
I
little
got
bit
you.
of the hue goes away. So sometimes they shoot those things with a blue hue that goes away when they transfer it.
See,
Margaret Avery, by the way, one of the actors in this film, she went on to win an Academy Award for The Color Purple.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That was Shug Avery, who was one of the girls at the Red Wolf Inn.
Oh,
She was the one who was horrified by the way they were treating elephants.
oh
right.
yeah,
She's like,
Okay.
they're just slaughtering them, never realizing what's
yeah.
about to happen to her.
Oh my God. I know. It was funny. It's funny though how this movie, I mean, it's a 72, so you didn't have too much in the way of cannibal movies around this time. It was like Night of the Living Dead was 69 and that they really weren't cannibals, but they were eating people, so that kind of, touched that
Yeah,
chord, I guess, in the audience. But it's interesting how it kind of sets things up for the next film that we're going to talk about.
it's very similar in a number of ways. And
Yeah.
in fact, I think there was even some discussion at some point that they had lifted a large part of their plot from Terror at Red Wolf Inn. Specifically, the way it's this weird family that abducts people and processes them as, as meat and consumes them. and it's something that keeps happening over and over again. Like you see all the, you know, previous victims in Texas Chainsaw, like that junkyard of cars for all the people that they victimized. That has
Right.
happened at the Red Wolf Inn as well. And
Right.
there's a moment where the female heroine tries to escape, and she's ultimately captured and brought back to the place. And one of the law enforcement that she attempts to go to is a member of the family.
Right.
He's like
Yep.
this guy. So there's more than a few similarities between those two movies.
Right. Right. Did you know that I don't know how true this is, but supposedly David Soul, Bruno Kirby, and Richard Dreyfuss all tried out for the part of Baby John?
That is
Really?
true. That was told to me by Linda Gillen. I think I'm the one that put that on the trivia
Oh,
on
that's funny.
IMDb. But yeah, David Soul in particular, she remarked about him. She was like, he wanted it very badly, I guess, this part. And he kept telling Bud, he's like, let me do it again. Let me do it again. Let me read it again. I don't know what they had him read even, but like he's like, I know I can do it better. Like just let me do another take. And
Oh,
Richard Dreyfuss actually did read for that part too.
that's amazing.
It would have
Oh
been a
my
He
good
was in
little
the
John.
movie with John Nielsen, actually, who was Baby John. He was in The Graduate.
Right,
With,
yeah, he has like a 2 second part.
yeah, he's sitting there with John Nielsen from Terror House.
Well, there's a scuffle. It's funny that you brought up because I was thinking of this the other day. I don't know why. Can't think to take the trash in. But anyways, um, there's a scuffle going on in one of the dorm rooms, and everyone's crowded in the doorway. And Richard Dreyfuss pops his head in. And he goes, "You want to call the cops? I'm going to call the
Yeah,
cops." And he turns around and runs off. That's his only line.
Good line.
Oh my God. All right, so we'll do final thoughts on this. I guess gotta say I'm glad I finally got to see it. It's definitely a good film. Hopefully they can work out the rights issues because I'd love to see a Blu-ray of this. It would be really nice to see it in better quality. But it's funny, Bill, because you had mentioned this earlier too, and I had a feeling that this is one of those movies that has a lot of layers to it that you have to go back and watch it again, and you'll notice details that you don't notice the first time around. But yeah,
yeah.
I highly recommend it. If you can, no pun intended, stomach the premise that they're eating people. So, Bill, why don't you go next?
That is one of the most disturbing aspects of this movie is that eating scene, that orgiastic feast that they're partaking in, and they just focus for minutes on minutes on minutes of people stuffing their faces with food. And that's one of the many things that sort of sets this apart for me. It was probably frowned upon by audiences who maybe didn't understand that it was supposed to be as disturbing as it is. And I really think it is disturbing because when they bring out that weird rack of ribs
Yeah,
with the strange colored thingies on the ends of the bones, I've never seen that before. It was really weird. And there is something about it that it just looks like a human rib cage that
yeah,
they're
Yeah,
tearing into. And it's just a
crack a lamb.
yeah, it gets under your skin. And that's my biggest takeaway from folks at Red Wolf Inn, as well as the love story angle, which I love. Um, this one was just, you know, it was all about the actors in it. The actors truly sold it. Michael McCready, the producer of the film, he made the money for this movie from the Count Yorga films. He made the
oh,
two
right,
Count Yorga movies, and then he used the proceeds from that to make Terror at Red Wolf Inn. So that might maybe what accounts for the longevity that it had in theaters. Like he was just trying to get his money back for years and years and years because it wasn't a big hit like Count Yorga and the sequel.
right.
So
I like those yoga movies. Those are good.
oh, they're fantastic. I love it, and I love this. I think this is just as good. And it's a shame that it doesn't have a wider audience and that it did languish for so many years. Um, I really hope that sometime soon someone can bring it back because I think it truly is a hidden gem.
Absolutely, absolutely. Owen, final thoughts.
Uh, my final thought was pleasantly surprised, and um, I mean the way it builds the tension, and you know something nefarious is happening, but it doesn't actually show you. Is I mean that's a great trope, so to speak, that you'll see in movies, and this was doing it 50 years ago.
Yeah,
Um, so yeah, I mean the last like 30 minutes, I was just like, I got to see how this thing goes, and it was a great ending, great twist ending. For those that haven't seen it, I won't spoil the ending, but
yeah.
yeah, highly recommend it as well.
Awesome, awesome. All right, folks. We are going to take a 5 minute break here because I need to take a break. And when we come back, we are going to talk about our third and final film, which is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre from 1974, the granddaddy of them all. All right. Okay, folks, we are back and returning. And just to remind you all to check out collider.com. I've got a whole bunch of new articles up there. Just did one recently on well, I've done a bunch. I don't know. There's so many. Oh, I did one today on the Logan's Run TV show, and I did one on Lost last week, and got all kinds of fun stuff. Oh, Robin of Sherwood. If those of you who remember the Robin of Sherwood show, why don't we look at our socials and see if anyone's talking to us over here on YouTube? I think I'm going to hit refresh on that. And let's get our Facebook, our Facebook page up. I have to refresh that too. There's me blabbing, and I don't see any comments on YouTube yet. That has to load. There we go.
Hello, hello.
And where are we on Facebook? So, and folks, don't forget you can come up and you can get on Facebook and message us, directly. You can send us messages under our old shows. So we get, if if like you're watching this episode, put a comment on and hopefully we'll see it and we'll get back to you about it. I see Frank. Glad to see that you're here, Frank. Yep, you could hear us. Leatherface wouldn't be as scary without his necktie. And you're probably right on that one. I think that his whole
Where'd you
look
see
is
that
scary.
comment?
So, all right, folks, can you
Can,
guys talk so I can make
can
sure
you
my
hear
thing
me?
works?
Can you
No, of
hear me?
course you're talking, and I can't hear you. Hold on.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with this today.
We were trying to talk. Oh, sorry, that was me that was causing the double echo. This is another movie that I couldn't wait to talk about, Owen.
Oh, good. I can hear
Uh,
you guys now.
can you hear me, Owen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
hold
okay.
on.
Can you hear me, Roger?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear
There
all
you
three
go.
of you. All right. We are going to talk about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original from 1974. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre begins like a sun-baked road trip movie that has absolutely no interest in remaining pleasant. A group of young people wanders into rural Texas, mostly concerned with gas, family history, and whether or not the house they're visiting is abandoned, which turns out to be the wrong question entirely. From there, the film strips away nearly every comfort associated with horror storytelling. There's no score telling you when to breathe, no traditional monster rules, and no clear sense that anyone is in control of what's happening. Leatherface arrives not as a supernatural figure, but as a panicked, violent presence who feels as trapped by his circumstances as the people unfortunate to cross enough to cross his path. What ultimately makes the film legendary is how little it shows and how much it implies. The brutality lives in the sound design, the performances, and the relentless heat that seems to press down on every frame. It doesn't entertain so much as it endure, and dragging the audience through an experience that feels less like a movie and more like surviving something you can't quite explain afterwards. So, first impressions. Oh, and this was your pick. Now, I have to ask. Obviously, you haven't seen this one before, but how much did you know about this movie going into it?
Not much. I thought it was your typical Friday the 13th kind of slasher movie. That's the reputation, at least I thought it had. And when I saw it, obviously it was not that at all, really. Like, yeah, you said it well in the synopsis. It implies a lot, but you don't really actually see a lot. And it had a bit of a the hills have eyes kind of feel to it, with the
Yes.
whole like crazy family and inbred kind of shit.
Yeah.
And to keep with our theme, even though it wasn't on purpose,
Yeah.
it seemed to be cannibalistic as well. So
That's great. Bill, what was your first impression? When did you first see Texas Chainsaw?
I wanted to see this movie so bad when I was a kid because I had read about it, and the very first book I ever got about horror movies was called Horror Films by Alan Frank. And it was like this large volume, and there are all these pictures in it. And the author talked about horror movies like from the dawn of film all the way up till I think this was like 1977. And Texas Chainsaw Massacre was one of the last films in the book that I really took note of. And there was a picture in it and everything of Leatherface with trying to hang Pam on the meat hook or something. And I just wanted to see it so bad. And I didn't understand at the time that I was a kid that, movies kept getting reissued to theaters. They never really went away if they made money. So they would just keep bringing it back to make more money. And Texas Chainsaw was one of those. And it came out again in 1981. And no adult would take me to see it, although I begged and begged and begged. So I had to wait until home video to rent it. And boy, I was upset, and I was glad that no adult ever took me to see this movie when I was a kid because I don't know what my reaction to it would have. It was so horrifying and so scary.
Yeah. Yeah. I definitely saw this as a kid. I don't know if I think my parents and I must have rented it when it was on VHS, or maybe we saw it on cable first. I don't recall. Um but of course it's a classic. I'd forgotten a lot of it because it's actually been a while since I've seen it. I've actually seen part two more than I've seen the first one. I love part two. I saw that in the movies. I get a great story, and I probably told this before, but I don't care. Back then in '86, when part two came out, Reanimated came out that year too, and both films were rated NC-17. So they weren't X, but they weren't R, and there
Yeah.
was no kids under 17. So I negotiated with my father, and so me and my mother would go stand on one side of the theater, and he'd go and buy three tickets, and then come over, and then I just slip in. And after this, we had seen Reanimator, I think, came up before this because my parents thought it was hilarious. And then we saw this one at the very end. It was like me and my mother, and my father was like sitting next to me, sitting on the other side of my mother, and he leans across her and he goes, "We are not going to see another film like this again." So it was so horrifying. But this one,
Oh,
so I'm watching the first one now for this show, and I'm watching it with my wife. She's never seen it. She was enjoying it, but then she's freaking laughing through the whole goddamn thing. I'm like, it got to a point, like,
that's
yeah, it was
funny.
funny, especially, the father is hilarious in it, but they got to a point where I didn't find it funny anymore. I'm like, no, this is not, this is disturbing watching this poor woman get tortured. I could not find the humor value
Oh,
in it.
that poor woman.
Oh my God. But it was like when I was a kid, I didn't really see the comedy in it. Now, as an adult, I could see the funny things that were going on, but I didn't think it was all that funny. Oh my
I
God.
think that's one of the many insidious things about Texas Chainsaw Massacre is how funny it is, and how it's sort of like a black comedy. Um,
Yeah.
Like when he was mocking her, like going, like
so
really
weird.
emphasize that.
Yeah. And it's funny because his character appears in the second film, but he's dead. He's just a skeleton still dressed.
Really,
They just carry him around the
Like
hitchhiker.
roadkill. That's what he was. That truck
Yeah,
right?
flattened him.
that's right. I forgot about that.
Yep.
So, of course, this is directed by Toby Hooper, who directed Poltergeist, and allegedly, I don't know, there's some contention in there, but we'll never know the truth. Salem's Lot, Life Force, and he was one of the defining voices of American horror for quite a while. So, what
Toby
else?
Hooper was just a genius. And I unfortunately, he had some substance issues and it tended to compromise his later work. I think Texas Chainsaw Massacre is, I mean, I think it's one of the greatest movies ever made, honestly.
Yeah,
And I'm not just using that as hyperbole. I think it's just one of those special, special things where everything came together, like the script, the talent, the the timing, everything was right for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre to happen, and it did. And at the time, because it is a low budget film, it was just sort of looked down upon as being exploitation, which again it is, but there's more going on here than meets the eye. It's just one of those things. It was too special to just be pigeonholed and sold as simply just like a horrifying film. It really did influence almost all genres that came after it that had anything that touched any part of this. Was probably influenced by Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and the way it's constructed, the the gradual tightening of the screws that we
Yeah.
were talking about on the previous film. That's another thing that binds those two movies is they're paced the same way. It's very leisurely at the beginning of the film and not much is happening. And then all of a sudden terrible things start to happen and you're like, "Oh my God, did I just see that?" And
Right.
and you probably didn't. That's the genius of it. Everything is kept off camera. There is very little explicit gore in it.
I I remember when I was a kid, my cousins, my cousin is and her husband now they've been married since then for, I don't know, 40 years. He was the time he was her boyfriend, and he told me how he took her to see the Texas Chainsaw on a date at the drive-in, and he said that what you saw wasn't scary. He said what was terrifying was when Leatherface would grab the door and slam it shut.
Yeah.
And on the big screen, it was just so loud and terrifying. And yeah, I still got that from watching it at home.
That's probably the most horrifying movie moment in the film is when he kills Pam and Kirk because it's just so sudden. And one of the most horrifying aspects of it is he goes in the house first. She won't go in because he freaked her out with the tooth he found on the porch, and she goes and
Right.
sits on that swing. But he goes inside and is murdered, and it happens so suddenly. Like she's still sitting out there on the swing. She doesn't understand that he's dead
Right.
already inside the house, and she goes in there, and then she's forced to watch him dismember the body
Yeah.
while she's impaled on a meat hook. It's just like horrifying that this
Yeah.
could happen to
It
nice
is.
normal kids like Pam and Kirk.
Oh my
And
God. And I think it was a unique thing too, having the dude in the wheelchair. You didn't really see that in a lot of movies back then.
right.
And
Franklin.
But
yeah, and it adds a level of vulnerability.
Hmm.
but was this isn't this loosely based on like a true story?
Yeah, Ed Gein, the serial killer,
Right.
which
So so
Psycho was
I
loosely
wonder
based
if
on
one of
that.
the victims really was in the wheelchair, like was her brother in a wheelchair, and that's why he made it in the movie, so to speak, you know?
Well,
Well,
nothing depicted in Texas Chainsaw Massacre is based on anything real. It's more like the overarching theme of the things they took from Ed Gein were he used to wear the skins of his victims' faces
Okay.
yeah,
sometimes, and he would cross dress like that, which is something Psycho stole
yeah.
a long, long time ago. So these were just sort of like loosely based, very loosely based on the Ed Gein case. There was nothing else, though. I don't think that was tied to anything. It was a script. A genius script, though, because it got you thinking. Like that's the magic of movie marketing. They create these myths around the movie, like Blair Witch, and
Right.
which is that's another really scary movie that is plays a lot like Texas Chainsaw Massacre because you don't see anything, but you think you did.
I hated Blair Witch. But
I
we already
think I
talked about
remember
that.
you telling me that. Yeah.
I got so sick in that movie from the camera
Hmm.
going. Ugh, I was like,
Me
I had to
too.
get up and put cold water on my face.
I
Oh,
didn't
then
like that part of it. No.
you couldn't have watched then what was it, Cloverfield?
Oh, I
Yeah,
hated
I
that
saw
movie
that
Same
too.
too.
thing. The shaky camera.
Oh my God. I got
That's
sick in that movie too. And there was
Yeah.
another one that was made around us, Owen, called Next Stop Wonderland. And that was shot on handheld. And it was like, I didn't know what was wrong with me. I'm like in the middle of the movie, I got up to throw up. I'm like, what is going on? All right. So let's click onto this here. All right. So can you guys see this torso?
yes.
And look at the chainsaw. It's very
Yeah,
phallic looking there.
it's right out there in the open, isn't it?
Yeah. Remember we covered torso and there was nary a torso to be found in that movie. This one is from, I don't know where I can't see it. So we have the next page, and then we've got, oh, I pulled this one, even though I don't think there's anything on here about it, because what is Starlight Slaughter from the director of, oh, that's not, wait, don't tell me, that's, oh, shit. What is that? Eaten Alive?
Yes,
Okay.
it's one of the many. This was the first title for Eaten Alive. Starlight Slaughter from 76. It was like October of 76 they put it out under that title, and then I guess they didn't like the way it performed, so they sat on it for another couple months and then put it out as Eaten Alive.
Right, right.
Among many other titles, there were uh, Horror Hotel was another one,
Yep.
Death Trap,
Yeah.
Legend of the Bayou,
In the bayou.
Legend of the Bayou. That was in 1984. It was that thing was still playing, and they were passing it off as like a killer alligator movie, which technically, I guess, it
That's
is
what I
kind
always thought
of.
of it as.
Really? You took it
Yeah.
as see, to me, it's like Psycho, and there happens to be an alligator there.
Right, right. Well, I know that now, but when I was younger, um, a lot younger, I was like, to my head, whenever I heard of Eaten Alive, it was an alligator movie.
Yeah,
I think I saw that at the drive-in with my parents, but there's Grizzly here too, which is, I love that movie.
With
there's
George
William
Clooney, or
Girdwood.
was he Grizzly 2?
He was in Grizzly too.
That was his first
Yeah,
movie.
Yeah. All right, and then we've got, oops. King Kong, which I had the misfortune of seeing back in 1976. And I'll never forget, halfway through, there was an intermission. And I didn't know, what was it, 76? So I was 6 years old. I didn't know what an intermission was. I thought the movie was over. And my mother and my grandmother took me to see it, and they're talking to each other like, "You want to stay or do you want to go?" And I'm like, "Let's stay and watch it again. Let's watch it again."
It again.
I just thought it was the movie was over, but no, we ended up staying. So
good thing you stayed.
I know. I would have been like, I would have never known. I would have been, wait a minute, what happened to the part with the planes? Because I had seen the original. All right, then we've got Texas Chainsaw again with poor Sally. Or is that the other girl?
That's Pam.
Pam, yeah. And this one, oh, good, it looks good.
Oh
I
yeah.
played with the contrast on this one, but isn't that a cool shot?
That's the shot that was in Alan Frank's horror films, the book I was talking about
Oh,
earlier.
okay. This was
That's the
in
still.
one of the newspapers. I forget which newspaper it was. Can't really. I don't know why this. How do I get rid of this menu at the top?
Oh,
But
man.
anyways, here we
I thought
go.
that was one of the creepiest things about the whole cannibalism aspect of this and how they were. Remember the bone room that
Yeah,
Leatherface or that Pam falls into, and
yeah,
it's just she's surrounded by all this weird furniture, which was another Ed Gein thing. He used to make furniture out of human body parts and stuff like that, and uh, she just is confronted by this, and there are animal bones and human bones all piled in there as if they're the same thing. And this is you would have to think that way to be a cannibal, to treat human beings as
Yeah.
animals and cattle.
yeah, yeah. It was just horrifying. And did you notice too? I don't know if I ever noticed this before this viewing, but Leatherface changes his wig and his mask every so
Yeah.
often throughout the film.
Yeah. Way different at the end of the film than you first see
Hmm.
him.
Yeah,
There's stuff that's missing too, because there was like there was some footage shot where he had a woman's face on, and he got dressed. He put on a dress,
Hmm.
and I don't know, for some reason they cut that. I don't think it was because they were, thought that was too far. It just happened to make it onto the cutting room floor. So it didn't really fully explain how many faces he had, but he had a whole collection.
Can you see them in the editing room now? Yeah, all right, keep that shot so you can see the head and the blood shooting out. Oh, but lose that one. He's wearing a dress. We don't want that.
Yeah, I don't think they would have balked at that, but for some reason they didn't use it.
So I thought this was interesting. This was from London. What does it say? I can't move. Oh, there we go. Unkindest Cuts. Texas Chainsaw brings genuine horror back to cinema. Be warned, its gothic realism reminds us how rarely screen mayhem actually evokes real fear and revulsion in these times when murder by numbers is an everyday news item.
Wow, that's
Here we
heavy.
go. Toby Hooper transplants a real mass murderer that happened in Oregon, a real mass murder that happened in Oregon to the slaughterhouse environment of poor white Texas, where a party of five youngsters end up on the meat hook, in the deep freeze chest, the barbecue spit, or simply at the receiving end of a backwoods maniac with a handheld chain-driven saw. The atmosphere of growing unease, thunderous omens, the clap of sheer terror are all subordinate to the loathsome splutter of the amputating saw that hauls the killer along in pursuit of his prey like an outboard motor. That's funny. But it's funny because they're in the 70s where chainsaws kind of a new thing. Like it's a chain, what did he call it? A chain driven saw, a handheld chain driven saw.
Yeah,
Handheld chain driven.
there might have been a different name to describe that in the UK, which would be why they
Right.
had to explain to the readers what that is, what that
Oh, that's
means.
true, yeah.
Although I don't know what it would be.
All right, what did I keep this for? I didn't mark anything. I don't know why this is. Oh, because I think that here we go. Oh, that's right. Alexander Walker, he must be a critic, I don't know, chooses the best films of 76, and one of them is Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Toby Hooper's scaring view of human beings being reduced to mere meat. Gothic realism that connects with the state of much of today's world.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
another post-Vietnam theme in horror films: human
Just
beings
like
reduced to
Taxi
meat.
Driver.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, it's up there with some good company. All the President's Men, Bugsy Malone, Picnic at Hanging Rock, The Shootist, Taxi Driver, Obsession. That's crazy. And then this was a Canadian newspaper in French, but they have the movies listed over here. They got Redford and Hoffman, All the President's Men, and then they got the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Andy
Andy
Warhol's
Warhol's
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
The superhuman beast of the East, Yangtze in Chinese Hercules, which I have that on DVD. And then three sex maniacs escape asylums, delinquent schoolgirls. Oh, there's Gaston.
Didn't we do that on the show?
What?
Delinquent schoolgirls. What was that Jean Rollin film?
It was.
Uh,
It
Schoolgirl
was.
hitchhikers.
Yes, that's what.
Yes. Okay. Not the same film.
They didn't hitchhike once in that whole movie.
That's a good point.
Details, baby, details.
So it played a lot with Torso, Bizarre, Terrifying World of Psychosexual Mind.
Those two swung together throughout most of 75 and 76. And they'd be a throuple sometimes too. There'd be another one with them.
Oh, that's funny.
They went with anybody.
Yellow
Well,
Submarine.
it was the 70s, you know.
Silver Streak, I saw that in the movies. Harem Keeper of the Oil Sheiks. Oh, Ilsa, Harem Keeper of the Oil Sheiks, and
Hmm.
Daughters of Dracula. What is that word above it? I can't see. Oh,
Vampires, Daughters of
Vampires.
Dracula. That's commonly referred to as simply Vampires.
That's
Jose
cool.
Larraz
What is that? Do you
directed.
know what that one is?
Yeah. Jose Larraz, the director of
Oh, what the hell is
Symptoms
it again? Hold on.
and a couple other movies you might know.
We, didn't we watch Vigilante Force too, right?
We did. Yeah, you're right. I love that one.
Was that with
Vanishing Point, fabulous.
Okay, I don't know what's wrong with my mixer there, but
Oh,
Vanishing
are
Point's
we
a
all
great movie.
audible?
Huh?
Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you now. So, Daughters of Dracula, Vampires, Daughters of Dracula. What is that one?
It's a Spanish horror film directed by Jose Larraz, the director of Symptoms.
Okay.
and
Yeah.
there's another one that's escaping me at the moment, but it's
Symptoms. I
pretty
have that
good.
on Blu-ray. Symptoms.
Oh yeah,
That's
I
right.
like vampires better than Symptoms, but the general opinion seems to be the other way around.
Yeah. Oh, Vigilante Force, we covered that. I can't tell what it's playing with though. King Kong. That is a great poster, even though that never actually happens in the movie. Couldn't happen.
I know. I was so mad about that, the scale. I was like, okay, this is, I had a jigsaw puzzle of this image. You know, they marketed the hell out of
Yes.
this movie with toys, and it didn't never happened.
I have and I still have them. There was a puzzle on the back of the trading cards for it, of this poster.
Yeah,
And here we go. Here's another torso in Texas Chainsaw Massacre
Yep.
thing.
car wash.
Car wash.
Working at the car wash.
2001, get a re-release here.
Daughters of Dracula.
Dracula. Hey, that's how I say
At
it.
them, that they're Draculas down at the theater.
It's a daughter of Dracula because we don't pronounce the R's that are there, but we add them where they don't belong. Daughter of Dracula.
Dracula.
What was it? I think I said that one time? I said, and you guys are like, "What did you just say?" I'm like, "What?" You're like, "You
Dracula.
said Dracula, Godzilla."
Penthouse Playgirls. That's the best of both worlds, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Wait,
Penthouse and Playgirls.
Playgirls. Hold on, I wanted to see. Was that over here too? Oh yeah, Penthouse
I
Playgirls.
don't know. Voluptuous
Voluptuous Vixen.
Vixens.
And
I
House
like that
Playgirl.
one too.
But I saw something else. Oh, the Outer Space Connection. I'm not sure what that is. I think that's a Margheriti film.
It's a
Sorry.
documentary. It's one of those like chic sung classics
Oh,
movies, although it might not have been chic or sung
Harry
classics.
Potter?
It's like
like
a Bermuda Triangle
right
type thing.
not from Beyond. What was that one?
Yeah.
Beyond and Back. That one always terrible.
Oh my God, that scared the hell out of me.
Yeah, me too.
That's a warped mind to put that in front of a child's eyes.
Oh my God, here we go. Torso and the Texas Chain. Oh, look at his nice little saw there. I love that. The band saw.
See, they were such a hot couple for a while. They look
Yeah.
sexy together, I think.
It looks like she's feeding herself grapes in this picture. She's like, all
She was hungry.
It's a
right, here we
hacker.
go. She's getting penis on her head. Special
This
midnight show. Restricted double bill.
this
Check
played
this.
with Andy Warhol's Frankenstein because both films were distributed by
Okay.
Bryanston Pictures, which
Yep.
was basically the mob.
Oh, right.
And they nobody who was involved with the original production of Texas Chainsaw Massacre got paid until New Line acquired the rights in 1981.
Wow.
That was why it came out in 81, 82, 83, 84, because New Line was going to get as much as they could from it too.
Right, right.
And they actually paid the actors and the filmmakers for everything they did with it.
Hey, I just want to go to Andy Warhol's Frankenstein at the special children's matinee because
That yeah, that
Children's
can't.
matinee.
They're talking about Jerry Lewis,
I
not
know.
Andy Warhol, who had
I've never
nothing to
heard of.
do with that movie, really.
I kept seeing posters for this too. I've never heard of it. Norman, is that you? Starring Red Fox and Pearl Bailey.
Hmm.
I want to see that now.
That was a play originally, and they made a film out of it. It's like a son coming out to his father.
Oh, interesting.
I hope you
Magic flute. And then here's Cannonball, not to be confused with the Cannonball Run.
run.
It's a different movie. I think we had a long discussion about that a while back. We determined no, it's a separate movie.
Carradine, David Carradine.
Yes. Not to be confused with John Carradine.
This movie's a piece of shit.
Get
I
you
ought
like
to know. I've been in a few pieces of shit.
All right, there we go. Torso again with Texas Chainsaw. Devil's Express with Fred Williamson and Death Journey. Starts Friday. Texas Town Twin. Oh, that must be where it's playing. All right, we'll go to the next one. Here we go. Horrors, what a film. Speaking as someone who cares about the future of cinema, which influences human values more so than reflecting them, I am personally am disgusted with the current trends in the film industry. For the theme is violence time and time again. And when one might think that the many variations on the theme of violence had and catastrophe had well been exhausted, just about the ultimate in sadism comes along, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I have walked out on a film before, but never more with such a feeling of revulsion. So that means he like sped out of the theater, sped walked. Of course, as a member of the paying public, I have contributed to its success by attending this outrage. Yet surely the authorities have a moral responsibility to maintain some standards. The film's not merely in bad taste, it's an absolute horror and should never have been passed for general release, if at all. There's nothing worse than a bad film, except, as in this case, an evil film, which is quality made and apparently made with loving care. Wait, did they
Okay.
just compliment the movie?
This
Yes
was
and
totally
no.
some. This has to have been a fake letter submitted by someone associated with Bryanston
That's
promoting
funny.
it.
K. William Leggy.
No 26-year-old would write a letter like that.
Right. I know it sounded like it's from an old person. It says 25, 26. That's funny.
Oh, 26 Moulton Avenue. Sorry.
Oh, let's go hunt him down.
Winslow. This must have been British. No
Yeah.
wonder.
Yeah, probably. Third washroom on the left. All right. Oh, look at I saw this and I had to grab it. I mean, yeah, this Texas Chainsaw down here. Oh, Murder by Death. I saw that in the movies. But look at we talked about this early on. The car.
Oh my God. Look at the car. It's so beautiful.
Isn't it awesome? That is so cool. Oh, and have you ever seen this movie, The Car?
No.
It's
So
basically this
The
car that goes
car.
around. It's like Jaws on land.
yeah, well, I remember Christine.
It's the
Yeah,
car. It'll drive itself right into your yard.
the
Don't
car
get
in your
far.
yard. I gotta plow my yard tomorrow.
Oh no. Yeah, I was out there shoveling all damn day.
Oh my God. Yeah, we didn't. It didn't start snow until like 1 around here. All
We
right.
got it last night. It was already like we were half buried, and even more came down this afternoon.
Oh, good Lord. Yeah, it's supposed to happen to us tomorrow. I think all the schools have already been canceled, and it's supposed to stop tomorrow night.
We got schools canceled till Tuesday.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, that's common sense. Yeah, it should be common sense anyway.
Right.
Don't
Doesn't
send the
stop.
kids out in this, please.
It's not supposed to stop snowing until like 7 tomorrow night.
Yeah, that's what our thing said was 7 o'clock tomorrow night.
Yeah,
It
it's a long
stopped
time.
here finally. Like I think we're done with it now for the next week.
Yeah, it's passed over you and now it's heading to us, or it's been heading to us. All right,
Yeah.
so here's this one again. This time Jaws pops up. Shit, I might not have seen it earlier. There was one I wanted to ask you about if it was Jaws. May have to go back through real quick. Oh, the Shaggy DA. I remember that. That was with Dean Jones, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Live action Disney.
Yeah. I liked the Shaggy Dog. That was one of my favorites as a kid. But here we go. It's Jaws, and oh, you get a free soft drink with each paid torso. I mean admission.
My torso's been paid. I want a free soft drink.
Here we go.
Don't look in the basement and
You're
Texas
gonna think.
chainsaw together.
Ooh,
I'm gonna pass out.
I
I'm
should have
feeling
given you the
faint.
2-minute warning with Charlton Heston and John Cassavetes.
Oh my God.
Isn't that crazy?
Two beautiful films together.
Yeah. Maybe this is where it is. Oh, see. All right. So there was an ad that had this shark, but it wasn't called Jaws. I think it called it Shark.
Yeah,
But yeah,
there's a
look at.
movie called Shark.
Okay, so maybe it's around here. It's in one of these.
Burt
But look at
Reynolds is
this.
in that one.
Is he? You sure you're
He's
not
in
thinking of
Shark.
Sharky's Machine?
No, he was actually in Shark.
Oh, that's funny.
I
But
forget the
look
name
over
of the
here.
director, but the director walked off the production because one of the cameramen was actually killed by a shark in the production of the film, and they were going to use the footage in the movie
Oh my
of the
Ooh,
God.
shark
cool.
attack. And the director was like, if you put it out with that footage in it, I'm taking my name off of it. He
Wow.
did.
That's crazy. Look at this over here. Prepare yourself for the
Let's talk
horror
about
of
this. Yeah, I was hoping you would.
the terror of, oh, the horror of Psycho, the terror of the Exorcist, Dawn, the Exorcist.
Damn the
Uh-huh.
exorcist, the devil won't let go,
Okay.
is what that reads there.
Of the devil. What is this?
What would you think that, based on that description, what would you think this movie was about?
That would be an Exorcist ripoff, like someone's possessed.
It's a Paul Naschy werewolf movie.
Oh, I should have known that.
Yeah, there's
What?
no possession in it. It's about a werewolf, and it's the same movie that Paul Naschy kept making over and over again in the
Yeah, I love
70s.
Paul Naschy.
And it's brilliant.
Oh my God, how did I not know that? Shame on me.
Well,
But
why would you? I mean, why would you know that based on that? I mean, it has
well,
nothing to
yeah, it's
do with the
not.
movie.
It's probably yeah. If that's an alternate title, then it's probably like El Hombre Lobo meets Dracula or something. I forget now.
There's no vampire in it, no. And there's no possession in it either. House of the Living Dead, I'm not quite sure what movie that is. It's something about something in the attic of the house. It really was not very exciting though, so I kind of forgot about it. It was a
Seven
whole bunch of
delicious
nothing. It
wishes.
was all talk.
Yeah. Pink Panther Strikes Again. I saw that. Oh, here we go. Look at this. The bastardized version, The House of Exorcism.
Oh, oh my God. I love
Yeah, so,
Lisa and the Devil, but I do
Yeah.
like House of Exorcism too. I admit it.
Yeah.
was
So
that a
why did
shock
you?
movie? Shreds?
That's
What
Evils
is?
in the Deep, starring Cheryl Ladd under the name Cheryl
This
Stoppelmore.
is the one I was looking at. Okay. This is the
Shreds?
one. It's
Yeah,
right under my face.
Oh, there we go. It's Evil in the Deep.
So this is not shark.
it is a shark. I mean, there are shark
No.
attacks in it, but it's about a group of people that are trying to steal, um, like it's kind of like the Deep plot where there's a sunken treasure of
Okay.
drugs or something,
Yeah.
and all these people are killing each other to get to it.
Right. Right. Okay.
And there are sea animals that attack in it, but that's not the point of the movie.
Right. So this movie here, Owen, we were just talking about House of Exorcism was originally, correct me if I'm wrong, Bill, was Mario Bava did the film, was Lisa and the Devil. But then
Correct.
the distributors butchered it and bastardized it and re-released it as The House of Exorcism, right?
Well, no, actually, they shot additional footage for it.
That's right.
The movie Lisa and the Devil sort of sat on the shelf, and no distributor wanted to put it out. And the producer Alfred Leone decided to do something with it, and he kind of got a distributor interested in it if he could shoot additional footage to capitalize on the success of The Exorcist. So he asked Mario Bava to go back and shoot the exorcism footage. And at first, Bava said, no, I'm not going to do that because I love Lisa and the Devil too much. And then he found out they were going to do it anyway without him. So then he was like, okay, I'll do it. So he went back and shot footage with Elka Summer possessed by the devil.
Oh my God.
And they made a new movie using the footage of Lisa and the Devil and just these exorcism scenes spliced into the movie. So
Right,
it's
right.
sort of its
Okay.
own thing, even though it is technically the same movie.
Yeah. I have seen them both because I think I have them on DVD.
Yeah, they
Uh,
usually appear together on home video now. We have the luxury of living today.
yeah. Evil in the Deep in Mansion of Doomed up here. What a great time to have been alive, huh?
Mansion of the Doomed. Oh my God, another favorite.
What is that one? How do
Oh, that's the one with Richard Basehart, where
oh,
he's like a scientist who has perfected the idea of eye transplants. And he's never tested it on a human being, and then coincidentally his daughter loses her sight when she bangs her head off the windshield when he hits the brakes in the car. So he keeps finding new eyeball donors for his daughter, like to do these eye transplants on her.
I have to see that now. I love Richard Basehart.
A very young Lance Henriksen is in it. I think it's one of his first films.
Wow. Oh, they forgot the I. It's Manson of the Doomed. That's funny.
The
I thought this,
Marilyn Manson of the Doomed.
right. I thought this had stripped the teacher.
Trip with the Teacher.
Yeah,
That's another trip of a movie.
that's
It's not what you think, by the way. It's sort of like a rape and revenge film,
oh
Trip with the
God.
Teachers. Swinging Teachers, though, sounds like a soft core.
It does. Oops.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to click that, but
Zeppelin, man, that was a phenomenon.
in concert. Oh, song remains the same. Yeah. I think
Marathon Man.
What did you say, Owen?
I'm looking at Marathon Man. I just saw a thing on that. Is that Dustin Hoffman?
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Sure is.
Is it safe?
Ah, don't say that. It upsets me.
I love that they did that gag in Gremlins 2 with the Gremlins got the guy. He's like, is it
Yeah.
safe? Oops, I keep doing that. I don't mean to zoom in sometimes. Here we go. The shortest. So what year are we in? We've got to be I kind of lost track. Oh, 74, right? Yeah. Because Texas
No,
Chainsaw.
this would have been 75 or, well, 77 by the time Song Remains the Same came out. And
Right, right.
Marathon Man, this is like 77, I think.
Oh, it wasn't Song Remains the Same I was thinking of. I was gonna say it was what's the Stones movie? It's
Gimme Shelter.
yes. Gimme Shelter was the last movie played at the Starlight Drive-In in Reading, Mass because it was a riot. My buddy was there with his friends. He told me all about it. And he said cops drove in. There must have been about like 40 police cruisers from like five different towns.
A riot for what reason?
I don't know.
The movie didn't cause it, did it?
I don't think so. I think it was just
Okay.
people were on cocaine or something.
That I believe.
Uh, all right. So here we go. Oh, Midway. I saw that in the movies too.
And Sense Around?
Yeah. Yeah. Rooster Cogburn.
Oh, oh my God.
What?
I see the rats are coming, the werewolves are here at the bottom, and it
With
looks like it's
Piranha.
yeah, well, yeah, this would have been the other piranha. This is too soon. This is from 77. That's not Joe Dante's piranha.
Oh,
That's the one they used to show on TV all the time.
with Lee Majors?
No, that's the other one. That's called
Deathfish or
Killer
something.
Fish.
Killerfish, yeah.
No, Piranha was shown on TV as Piranha Piranha.
Okay. Yeah.
And I think William Smith is in it. He's a hunter. It's like a most dangerous game thing that happens in the Amazon. He's hunting human beings.
Right, right. I like this one. It seemed like a good idea at the
At the
time.
time.
That's what they all say.
The rats are coming. The werewolves are here. Carrie, it's in re-release here. The Enforcer. I saw Pink Panther Strikes Again. I think I saw The Enforcer in the theater. Um, oh, John Cassavetes again up here. He's all over the place in the 70s. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Obsession.
Early De Palma.
Yeah. Cliff Robertson and Genevieve Bujold.
Joe
Ooh,
Sarno's Climax of Blue Power. Wow.
Huh.
it's
That's crazy. The Exorcist, The Hiding Place. Oh, The Outer Space Connection. Oh, I saw that listed earlier. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, now I recognize it as one of those movies. Those movies always scared the shit out of me.
I'm sorry, that was Lee Frost, not Joe Sarno.
Oh.
I got my porn directors mixed up.
So over here we've got uh Ron Howard's Eat My Dust, Crazy Mama with Cloris Leachman, Clint Eastwood and Outlaw Josie Wales. Oh, Doc Savage, Man of Bronze. That's with Ron Eli, who played Tarzan.
Right.
Yeah.
Robin and Marion with Sean Connery. And there we go. Back by popular demand. Midnight, Friday and Saturday, Texas Chainsaw. That's awesome. Plus The Exorcist and Freebie and the Bean. And then The Exorcist. What a double
That's
bump.
very weird. Yeah. That's almost deranged, but I guess that happened all the time in the 70s.
Yeah,
I remember that. Like the two features were most likely not going to be related, even thematically,
right.
until like unless it was something that was put together by a distributor. Like these
Right.
kind of things happened in local areas.
Murder by Death. I remember that being really funny. David Niven, Peter Sellers, Nancy Walker, Peter
Mm.
Falk, Truman
The
Capote.
Tenant.
Yeah. Murder by death.
Yeah.
That's just a great name.
You guys ever see The Tenant?
I don't think so.
No.
David
It's
Tennant?
Roman Polanski. It's like
Oh,
between Rosemary's Baby and um, I
Fearless
can't remember
Vampire.
what came out. It's right after this was right after Chinatown.
Oh, okay.
The Tenant. It's really bizarre. I
Hmm.
do love it.
Sherlock Holmes' Smarter Brother. That's Gene Wilder and what's his name? Marty Feldman.
huh.
I saw that in the movies. Oh, here we go. I didn't even see it. This is Torso and Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That's cool. Springfield, Boston. Oh, this is the Boston newspaper.
Women in Love. Oh my God. Talk about a movie that transformed my life. You know what I'm talking about too, don't you, Roger?
I think so.
There's that scene where Oliver Reed and Alan Bates wrestle naked in it.
Oh God.
I was like, oh my God.
I probably turned away.
The-
Oh my God.
It was art, Roger. Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go. There's another
So was
Terrence Hill,
Borat.
the Magnificent One, Man of the East. I don't think I've seen this one, Terrence Hill. That might be a re-release of a different, with a different title.
Oh,
It's probably like a Trinity movie
I
or something.
used to know what that is. I had to look it up for a post once. I don't remember.
That's funny. I can look it up real quick here, but there was something. Oh, Bo Svensson. What was
Genius.
he was in something that we watched recently? Well, recently to me is like the last 5 years, but
Tentacles.
yes, that's right.
No, wait. No. I'm wrong. That was Bo Hopkins or
Yeah.
the other Bo.
Bo Svensson was in
Uh
Walking
he
Tall.
right, he was in the one Butcher Baker Nightmare Maker.
But did we watch that? I don't think we did that one.
I think we did as Night Warning.
Oh, yes. Okay, you're right. We did. Hold on. I'm looking up Man of the East. Man of the East, 1972. I have to scroll way down to get the alternate titles. Uh, Also known as in no, just Man of the East. There has no I mean there's all kinds of foreign titles, but oh in Greece they called it Trinita. Oh, Anthropos, something or other. I don't know.
Bo Svensson was also in Snow Beast.
Yes, that's right. I read
Nope.
the book to that. All right, here we go. I'm not going to read this whole thing, but I think this one's Reader's Viewpoint. I've had it with today's hardcore death movies like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This movie is a little piece of sick trash which opened in 74 in New York. I think that it and all death movies are particularly foul item in the
Oh,
currently developing hardcore porn of murder. Let's see what it says in the last paragraph. Good many things in the world dredged up, which are sickening to look at, can be filmed and tried to attract the maniacs of today. Oh.
Again, both of those letters sound completely fabricated
Yeah.
by the
Yeah.
studio.
Like he gets into it. Like he's, well, the movie style is loathsome and blah blah blah.
That's one of the best things about it is how it's just so laid back. It's almost like you're, watching a completely different kind of movie for a while, and then it just starts to all go wrong.
And it's got that, like, when I think back to the 70s, that quality of the film is how the 70s looked in my mind, you know?
Yeah, still to this day, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can remember what it was like, what the world was like at that time.
Yeah. Where you could play with jarts and it was okay.
The
No, I
opening,
wasn't going there, but
yeah, the opening credits too were kind of trippy and cool for
yeah.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Do you know who does the voice, the narrator at the beginning who says on the night of November, blah blah blah,
Yeah,
you know?
no, ooh,
I was gonna say that same thing. I know who it is.
It's John Larroquette
no
from Night
way.
Court. Yep.
And
One
he
of his
did it
first
for a
gigs.
joint.
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
He paid him with a joint.
Look at this one. I've seen this a lot, the Zigzag Way Theater, wherever this is located. Street People and Killer Force. I think they play a lot of kung fu movies. Like this one's got Stranger in the Gunfighter. Oh, that's a great movie, The Stranger. That's with Lee Van Cleef. That's hilarious. Attack of the Kung Fu Girls, Pleasure Machines, Recommendation for Mercy.
And that sounds like a variety right there on the program.
Yeah.
Western, sex film, kung fu.
Well, and it's funny because Stranger in the Gunfighter is a it's a team up of the Shaw brothers from China and a Italian production company. So it's half a kung fu movie, half a Western, but it's really good. Oh, and there we go. And I got the star, but not for these ladies, even though they're hot. It's over here.
Wow.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre with Welcome to My Nightmare.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I didn't even know Alice
Self-service
Cooper made a
girls.
movie.
Well, it's just a concert.
Oh, okay.
It's a rock and roll movie. The Jaws of rock and roll, I think was
Right.
the tagline.
That's funny. Speaking
No,
of
it
which, this
wasn't. It was
Jaws.
not the Jaws of rock and roll. What were you gonna say? I'm sorry.
I was going to say, speaking of which, Jaws is playing with the Hindenburg over here.
It was a disaster.
Hot sex in Bangkok.
Where else would it be?
One town's very like another one. Your head's down over your pieces, brother.
This is
Hot sex in Bangkok
the
and the
Ritz. They've got
world.
Shampoo and Emmanuel. And at midnight, Texas Chainsaw. Shampoo's the one with Warren Beatty, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I love this one. Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Godzilla versus Megalon. Fuck.
Claire's Knee. What is
Claire's
that? Is that the sequel to like Claire's Foot?
my left foot.
Claire's knee went out.
I remember Claire's Knee being, I never saw it, but I remember it being in the video store when I worked at Blockbuster back in the late 80s.
Huh.
I think it's like a French film. Such a gorgeous kid like me. Oh, it's my life story.
My biography.
My biography. Look at this one, the Death Rider. See the most dangerous stunts ever filmed. Is that like the Faces of Death of stunts?
Yeah.
I guess. I looked that movie up once to see what it was. I wasn't really sure by the descriptions.
And what is it?
It's exactly that. It's like about stunt drivers,
Oh, and
but I'm not
horror.
sure what the actual content is. If it's, documentary, mockumentary, drama,
Yeah.
unknown. Tuesday's Dollar Day, though. I know that at the
There you
Paramount.
go. So this one, there's Death Riders again, and oh, I don't think there was any Texas Chainsaw, but I like this Phantom of the Paradise poster here. Maimed and framed, beaten, robbed, and mutilated, but they still can't keep him from the woman he loves. That's a freaky
Jessica
movie.
Harper.
In Phantom of the Paradise, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the woman he loves.
that's right. And then I kind of like this King Kong poster. It's too bad the movie The King Kong sucked because their advertising campaign was really good.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I liked it better when I went back and watched it later in life. I did not like it the first time I saw it when I was a kid.
Is it like
But
that's the Faye Dunaway one, right? With
no, Jessica Lange.
Just going right here.
But, it was considered not a great movie at the time. I think
Yeah.
time has been kind to it though.
Yeah, I'll have to revisit that at some point. Oh, and I guess this is the last one. So $2 a carload, though. That's pretty good. All right, folks. Well, let's get into our last thoughts about Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I'm gonna look at my notes, see if I forgot anything. Well, it's been banned in a lot of countries, but what horror movie hasn't?
yeah.
Especially the UK. Like those clippings that you showed, that was when the film was first released, which I think was like October of 74.
Yeah,
And not too long after that, the movie was actually banned. And it was a video nasty as well,
yeah.
prosecuted.
All right.
Maybe.
So,
I don't know
Owen,
about that.
Owen, why don't you give us your final thoughts on the Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Are you glad you picked it?
Yes. No.
Nice.
I got rid of a lot of misconceptions by watching it rather than what I just thought it was in my head. But you can see how it is a template for a lot of although Hitchcock did it first, like subtle horror, but there's a lot of that in this movie. A lot of tension. Um and it's a classic. I recommend it for anybody. And it actually had an antagonist that had a bit of survival instincts, which you don't see much in these 70 horror movies.
Yeah.
They usually just stand there and let the person kill them. They don't do anything. And they got like 3 hours to run away, but they just stand there. I was like,
She
this
fought
girl's jumping
back.
out
Yeah.
windows and shit.
Right. Yeah.
So it was good. It was very entertaining. You know,
Awesome.
and kind of an abrupt ending though. And I do want to know what happened to the truck driver.
I know, huh?
They
Got
don't.
back on the road.
Last I saw, he threw a wrench, and then that was the end of it.
Right.
But a
Awesome.
great movie, entertainment all the way around.
Nice. Bill?
Oh, this is one of those movies that just changed my life, really. And the way that I looked at movies anyway, because like I said, it took me so long to watch it. I was not disappointed. In fact, I was so disturbed by the way, not even really what is depicted on the screen. We were talking about this earlier. It's sort of like uh, it's a big come on. Like the title gets you in the frame of mind that you have to be in to see this as a scary movie. Because if they called it anything else, I don't think people would have thought this if it was as shocking. That power of suggestion is what this movie is. It's at the heart of this movie because you never actually see anything that's suggested to be happening. It's always right out of frame or it's just off camera, the aftermath. I think one of the most horrifying moments is when the Jerry discovers Pam in the freezer. He
Yeah.
opens up the freezer and she's still alive.
Alive.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
was like, she's still alive. And she jumps up and you know, she almost could have survived this whole ordeal. And I know that Terry McMinn, the actress who plays her, she has written short stories that detail how Pam did survive.
Oh,
And
cool.
Really?
yes, she said that like you never actually see that she dies in it, and she could have.
That's
regained
cool.
consciousness and gotten out. So I don't know. Go check it out on her
Hmm.
Facebook page. But yeah, this movie, it's just I can't say enough about it and how important it is to me, and how I genuinely think it's such a great film. Just how it manages to accomplish so much with just the power of suggestion. I think that's just genius, and for that, I consider it pretty good. Thumbs up.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, what can I say that hasn't already been said? It's a classic. Like I said at the top, and we've reiterated a few times, it's a movie that doesn't it 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 implies a lot more than you see. Sort of like Jaws. Jaws, that was
Yeah.
almost through no fault of their own, but it turned out to be genius because they
Hmm.
couldn't get the mechanical shark working. But here they did it on purpose. Like you said, Bill, it is genius the way that he works this film. And it's just thinking about it, you hear the title, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You've got to think, if you've never heard of it, you'll be, oh my God, that's got to be the worst movie ever. People being body parts flying, blood flying, and you don't get that. So, in fact, I think it would get a PG rating if it came out today.
Yep,
You'd see gorier stuff on those CSI shows.
definitely.
I think
But,
Toby Hooper said he was surprised that it didn't get a PG, that he was shocked when they demanded cuts to get an R.
huh, that's interesting. But yeah, I think if you're serious about getting into horror, or if you're a serious horror fan and you've never seen this, then you need to see this today, right now. Pause this video and go watch it. All right. Well, that's all we got for today, folks. Thank you for joining us. As always, glad for those folks who chimed in on social media. Don't forget, you can always ask us questions, and hopefully, if they pop up and we see them for the next show, we'll ask them. We don't know what we're doing yet for February, but we'll figure that out. It's probably going to come fast because February is a short month, even though it always
Yes.
feels like it's the longest month because of the cold, at least
Yeah.
those of us in the Northeast. So hope everyone survives Snowmageddon. And
Yes.
Bill, where can the folks find you online?
On
Groovy Doom.
Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, Groovy Doom.
And what's that awesome magazine that I recently got in the mail?
Drive-In Asylum.
Yes.
Hopefully one of these days the new issue is going to be available for purchase. So stay tuned.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay, folks. And of course, you can find me at havenpodcasts.com, as well as Soap Hub, Soap Central, and Collider. So that's it. And everyone be safe, and we will see you next month.
Woo. See you guys.
Bye-bye.
All right.